What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans and Denver Nuggets fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, where I'll be doing a live play-by-play in Scoreboard because can't show live footage per the copyright rules of the NBA. So I want to get that disclaimer out there. I have Hall of Famer, scoring champion, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, San Antonio Spurs all-time great, David Robinson with me tonight. The Spurs better produce. David, how you doing? All right, feeling good. All righty. Let's go Nuggets. Damon the Kid, Nuggets fans, of course, you're welcome to hang out tonight. If you don't have a way to watch the game, I want to keep you informed on what's going on in the game. Scoreboard above my head, but of course I'll be calling play-by-play to the best of my ability. Not a hard thing to do with my Spurs since I know the roster top to bottom, but holy moly, I didn't realize the Denver Nuggets injuries left and right. I didn't realize Michael Porter Jr. was out. I was like, holy moly, just looking at your team. Ooh, boy. You still got Jokic. I mean, you always got a chance to get Jokic, right? Zachary, it is time. No, we cannot stop Jokic. He's going to get 30 to 40 tonight. The question is, can we stop the rest? Not we, but can the Spurs stop the rest of the team? That is going to be the case. What is Pop thinking? I think it's in reference to Jacques Lindell. Still not happy about that. It is what it is. What's up, Keto the Broski? Rich, did you see? Yes. Joe Judge, so there's been a lot of mixed news about this. He hurt his neck not in the Tampa Bay game, but in the Philadelphia Eagles game, so it was misreported initially. It sounds like it could be a season-ending injury, but not a career-ending injury. At least that's what I'm taking from what I read earlier today. Hello, Admiral is right. Good evening, Zayad. Time to play yes. We played Nuggets twice this week, tonight and Saturday. Quick disclaimer, I can't do the game on Saturday. I'll be watching the UFC. I will be doing my recap Sunday, and hopefully the Spurs can finish the week strong. Look at this for the injuries tonight. Keldon Johnson out right ankle, Jamal Murray out left knee, Michael Porter Jr. out with a back. I think I saw back surgery. Austin Rivers out, health and safety protocol. Will Barton out. He's in actually, available illness. Well, hopefully he's feeling okay. Russell Wilson's the Giants. I'll believe it when I see it. Zachary, no more small ball. Our roster is small, and the bigs that we do have, like Jacques Lindell, aren't being used. The few bigs we have, and Zach Collins is obviously not ready to go yet. No, he can't. No, he can't, Gabriel. It kills. I hope Jacques Ball's out in the... That didn't sound good. Hopefully Jacques Lindell kills it in the G League. Yes, Keldon Johnson's out for tonight, and Bobby, I don't think we're going to see him for a few games. I mean, call me a drama queen or whatever. I thought the ankle injury looked really bad when it initially happened. Then he also got poked in the face. He smacked on the wrist and hurt his thumb. He just got all beat up in the last game, so maybe he'll take some time off. That Knicks game was rough on him. Can be on State Farm. Ron Jammo, okay. Okay. Am I doing? Yes, I'm doing the State Farm Chargers game. I'm doing a doubleheader Sunday, my first doubleheader in a couple years. Giants and Chargers from 4 o'clock to either 7 o'clock, or if the game's a blowout, I'll call it a little early. And then I'm going to pick right up with the Pelicans and the Spurs at 7 o'clock. Going to be a long day, but yeah, it'll be fun. And the Giants games, I only do color commentary with TV audio up, so it's all good. What's up, Xander? Leafs, Devin Vassell, I read, should be probable for tonight. Jacques looked gigantic like Giant or the Giants. Wait, did the Austin Spurs play today? Did Jacques Lindell have a great game with the Austin Spurs today? I'm not aware of this. He listed 3 teams he wants to play for. Giants, Saints, Broncos, in that order. No kidding. What's going on, the Sports Critic? Amir, are you hearing these rumors that Russell Wilson wants to come play for the New York Giants? Well, I think he's on the wrong side of 30, which he is. He's, 33 or 34? He probably still has a good 4 or 5 years left in him. Well, would you want Russell Wilson? I mean, the best years of Saquon Barkley may have already been behind him. But if Barkley could pull out a couple more good years and stay healthy, I don't know. I don't know why the heck you'd want to come play for New York right now with Joe Judge being the head coach, but it is what it is. Never seen Fab hold a Spurs. Yeah, he's been doing it a few times, HXC Matt. Sean Elliott's been incognito. Maybe he's taking some time off. Joe Arando, go Spurs, go. It's your boy Rico, go Nuggets. You're usually in my streams. You're a Nuggets fan? Also, Spurs are playing now. Good evening, Adam. I'm not believing the rumors either. I'll believe it until I see it. By the way, I gotta thank the channel members for being here tonight. What is Pop Thinking channel member? And I just saw another one pop in. Lucas Aiken. I'll give Wilson a miss. I'm hearing this thing, but I got a Best Buy Beats ad up. What's going on here? What up, part-time Spurs fan? I'm excited to watch Landale as well. I have high hopes for him. I have high hopes for Zach Collins because we need size. This team is getting crushed. What's going on with the Spurs? Oh, there we go. A Tupperware commercial. Great. Austin Spurs are playing now, and he looks like the big show against the Texas Legends front line and the Austin Spurs front line. Every inch of 6'11", every pound of 260. Okay. 9 points in 11 minutes. All right. You know, Zachary, some people have said that, have speculated that maybe we're intentionally losing to get a high draft pick. I'd like to think we're not intentionally losing, especially we had a 4-game winning streak. Why even put together a winning streak like that if you're trying to tank? But man, the lineup sometimes, that's my biggest criticism, the lineups that we're rolling with sometimes, where we have 4 guards and maybe even just a forward, just really tiny and getting crushed on a regular basis on the boards. It is what it is, but oh boy. He could be Zachary. He could be. Xander, I don't know who's starting it. For the Nuggets, it's Morris, Barton, Green, Gordon, and Jokic, which is what I have. Okay, so Monte Morris, Will Barton, Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. My apologies. I should probably full name them if you're not familiar with the Nuggets. And of course, you're familiar with Nikola Jokic, but you might not be familiar with the rest of the team. For the San Antonio Spurs, if Devin Vassell hadn't missed time due to an injury, I think he would be thrust into the starting lineup. I don't think he's starting tonight, but I don't know. I haven't seen yet. No, he's a part-time Spurs fan. Highest assist-to-turnover ratio since 1996 to 97. Avery Johnson, DeJounte Murray this year, Avery Johnson again, Derek White, and DeMar DeRozan. DeJounte right now at 3.59. The Spurs record is 3.95. Spurs lead the NBA in the season in assist-to-turnover ratio 2.13, but it's not translating to wins, unfortunately. Yes, Arku3. He's been playing extremely well. Oh, you just mentioned it, Bobby. All right. He's been playing great. I really hope he gets all-star recognition, and if he makes the all-star team, that would be really awesome for the young guy. I would love to see that happen. They're showing the starting lineups, but I've seen a whole lot of Keldon in the video. Obviously, Keldon is not playing tonight. If you're not aware, Keldon Johnson rolled his ankle the other night against the Knicks. It looked bad. Thankfully, it's not as bad as it looked. His MRI came back negative, but he is probably going to be out for a few games. Isaac, it's on NBA Team Pass for me. League Pass or Team Pass, that's all I know. And there's Coyote running out there with a giant Spurs flag. The mascot of the year last year and one of the worst mascots in the NBA this year, according to polls. Oh, KBD's probably starting. KBD. K beats D up. I totally forgot about KBD. So at least I guess we'll be a little bigger. Since KBD is what, 2 or 3? KBD's 6'8", and Kelvin 6'5", and he's got a little more length, so that'll give us more size out there, which we're going to need because Jokic is going to be a beast tonight. Thank you, Amir. I hope he's okay too. DeJounte, the second greatest point guard in Spurs history. You know, you could certainly make an argument for that, but I think some of the guys from the 70s and 80s. I'm not good with Spurs history before 1990, aside from George Iceman and Gervin. He's definitely top 3. Some people might put Avery Johnson in there. I feel like DeJounte still has room to improve. Game is still growing. I know people think he's reached his ceiling. While he may have kind of reached his ceiling at like 8 rebounds, 8 assists a game, which is fantastic, I still think his scoring could go up a little bit because his shooting percentage is. I think you get increase on that a little bit. He could be at 20 points per game, 28 and 8, which is pretty darn good. Can you guys send the score to the chat? No, don't do that. Do not put the score in the chat. I'm sorry, Ben Gaming. The reason being is I'm watching this on my Roku on NBA Pass, and if they're watching it live in San Antonio, they're going to be a little ahead of me, which means my score is not going to match their score, and it may spoil things for me. Like, all right, the Spurs are down 10-8. Wait, the Spurs are up 11-10 according to chat. Oh, so-and-so just hit a 3. So, unfortunately, not able to do that. Sauce, what's up, says, let's go, Denver. Thank you for stopping in. Jock for 3, Wieskamp for 3. Great. Joe Mama. Hopefully Pop doesn't have Bryn Forbes go to center. That's a running joke here and there on the channel that Bryn Forbes will play at center. Not possible. So Doug McDermott, Keita Bates-Diop, Jakob Poeltl, Derek White, and DeJounte Murray. This is the first time we've seen this starting lineup this season. KBD has gotten some starts, but he started for Doug McDermott when he was out with his knee injury. Now he's starting for Keldon Johnson, who has his ankle injury, which I expect him not to play this week. I think he'll be out Saturday as well. These teams play back-to-back, not back-to-back nights. They play tonight, and they play Saturday night. I don't know why. Very odd scheduling with the NBA. It's in San Antonio. It is in San Antonio. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you'd like to help support the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. Players are on the court. And away we go. I may need some help with some of who the Nuggets players are, since a lot of guys are out and they're going to be going deeper into their bench than I'm used to. And holy moly, is it empty. It is empty at the AT&T Center. Wow, there are so many gray seats visible. Spurs won the jump ball. I'm sorry, it hurts me to see that the arena is so empty. Jakob Poeltl takes it at Jokic out to KBD. KBD's going to drive. Gets it over to an open DeJounte Murray for three, and all right. It's a good start for DeJounte Murray. Hit your first shot. Landale has 16 points in 15 minutes, and it's not the half. Wow. Xander, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Jokic going against Jakob. We got the Yas, the J's, pronounced with the Ya, or Ya. And a dunk attempt is no good. Oh, and the Spurs turn the ball over. And Will Barton takes into the paint. I didn't see one for that dunk. I was kind of looking at the chat a little bit. Sorry. It is Spurs. Ball to DeJounte Murray. Nice crossover dribble. Gets it over to KBD. KBD back to Doug McDermott. McDermott into the paint. The running jumper, or the runner, the jumping runner is good. Nuggets come in with a 12-12 record, 8th in the Western Conference. They've lost 8 of their last 11 games, and you got to think a big part of that is because of all the injuries they've been dealing with. Monty Moore's pull-up jumper is an air ball, might have been partially blocked. Anyway, Spurs ball, 10.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Murray out to Derek White for three. Good! All right, Spurs coming out much different tonight than they did against the Knicks. They came out pretty good against the Suns in the first quarter, and then the last 3 quarters didn't quite go our way. It is Nuggets ball. Jokic. Back out to Will Barton. Barton into the paint. Barton back to Jokic. Jokic. 3 on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper over Jakob Poeltl off the rim. No good. It is Derek White into the paint. Derek White out of the paint. Derek White back into the paint with a turnaround little jumper. Spurs up 10-2. What's happening here? Barton over to Jokic. Jokic into the paint. Good ball movement by the Nuggets. They find Jokic. He's open for 3. And he hits the 3. They can't leave the big man open like that. Cannot leave the big guy open. Primo is... I'm looking at the bench. I don't know if he's there. Doug McDermott pulls up for 3. Front rim, no good. Fight for the board. Yeah, Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. Gets it back to Derek White. White in the paint. Throws up the left-handed layup. It's no good. A fight for the board. And this time the Nuggets will come away with Jokic running the break. Passes it out. Barton for 3. Well, the Nuggets just put up some points really quick. Tickets are as low as $10. Not everybody's abandoned the Drew Show, but yeah, a lot of fans have given up on the team. KBD open for 3, takes the 3. He makes the 3. Keita beats Thea. Good day, workforce planner. Haiti, it's very empty, and it frustrates me because I watched a recap of like one of their championship seasons, and the fans were saying, "Oh, we're diehard Spurs fans. We never stop loving our team." Da 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 da. And I'm looking at them like, where are all the fans? Where are the fans? They're not there. DeJounte Murray into the paint. Gets fouled and will go to the line more than likely for 2. Where are the fans tonight? Like, the Spurs have, like, no support whatsoever. Much like my thumbs up right now. There's no support. What are you going to do? Wow, ESPN had Jeff Green's number wrong. That's weird. Yeah, I got it right. Thank you. I saw it just jump up. First free throw was good for DeJounte. Second free throw was good, 15 to 10. Is it only the lower lever? Phil, because that's mostly all I can see, but it looks incredibly empty from what I can see, and now we're going to have a whistle. That might be on DeJounte. 8:13 left in the first Q. Step on the Nuggets' throat. Did the Nuggets play last night? Phil, I don't know where Sean Elliott is. I don't know why Fabrizio Alberto is doing it again. Jokic fronting up Jakob Poeltl. Thinks about taking the shot, pulls it down, starts to drive left, spins around, throws it up, and nice move by Nikola Jokic. Right, Doja? Let's get a win is right. Let's snap this 2-game losing streak. And we struggle against the Nuggets a lot lately, so it'd be nice to get a little revenge. Jakob Poeltl throws it really high off the glass, no good, ends up finding the offensive rebound on to Doug McDermott for 3, and the Spurs 3-point shooting is firing on all cylinders. Knock on wood right now. 18-12, 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Will Barton, crossover, pick and roll. Barton step back over to Jokic. Jokic is going to have a big night, let's be honest. Jokic in the post. Passes it out to Barton. Barton over to the baseline for a 3 by Monte Morris. No good. Gets knocked out of play. Whew. Spurs ball. Man, the Nuggets are moving the ball around so much I can't keep up with it. Okay, crazy height. I got you. Maybe keto he is. Oh, all right. All right, Phil. I can't go to the games because I'm in Connecticut. McDermott for another 3. That one's a little short. Jakob with the putback. All right, Spurs looking good in the first quarter. Need to look good in the second, third, and fourth quarter as well, but looking good to start the game. And by the way, anything happens in the Monday Night Football game, if you guys could just keep me updated on the score, would appreciate it. Pull-up jumper by Monte Morris is no good. KBD with the rebound. Spurs up by 8. DeJounte into the paint. Gets trapped. Finally finds Doug McDermott. McDermott takes off and throws up a difficult left-handed layup, and we're going to have a timeout by the Denver Nuggets. Let's end the game at quarter 1. Seems our best quarter. Alex, thank you. Appreciate that. Very enthusiastic. I can't help it. Sometimes people in the chat say, yell at me, like, calm down. I'm like, I'm sorry for being, caring. You're welcome, Xander. I agree, Will. Steph Curry probably the MVP this season, barring something weird happening. Jokic is having another fantastic year, but Steph Curry, I mean, you also got to look at the team record. They're going to factor that in, and the Golden State Warriors are, I think, far surpassing everybody's expectations. I did not expect them to be this good. It's just a lower bowl. The cheap 10 seats are sparsely populated as well. House show in San Antonio sold out the Frank Newman Center next door to the Spurs Arena. Great. Smokers gotta smoke. Well, yeah, I guess so. I would agree, Bobby. I'll be sweeter when remaining fans ride the rise of... Right? Malala? My goodness. Hey, good evening, Veronica. I mean, it is what it is. If we're really good in 2 years, or heck, next year, we'll be like, yeah, we were here during the losing seasons. I was here the last 2 seasons. You can't tell by looking at my channel because I deleted all the content. I kind of did a soft reset of the channel because some of the streams were getting very political. Some of the NBA streams were during the time of the election, and I was like, you know what? I just wanted to kind of start over. But I was here for last season and the year before, and it's tough. Steph is definitely going to be recognized. Jerson, good evening from Manila. Thank you for stopping in. That's a loud commercial. I'm going to have the next 2 days off from streaming. It's been a while since I've had 2 days off in a row. No streams Friday, no streams Saturday. Again, I'm watching the UFC, so I won't be doing the Spurs and Nuggets. Then I'll be doing a double stream Sunday. So, kind of paying for my days off, I guess, if you will. Man, I keep seeing these commercials from the Matrix Resurrection or whatever it's called, and I can't get into it. I just saw a commercial for Peacemaker. John Cena doing a TV show with the character he played in the Suicide Squad? Really? All right. Good evening, Asia. What's going on? Who has the most points for the Spurs so far? The player with the most points for the Spurs is Maybe DeJounte? Maybe Doug now. Doug might have 7. I don't know. Well, good evening, Houston Oilers. Maybe one day we'll see you again in the NFL. Not likely, but who knows? Actually, no, probably not with the Houston Texans being there. Never mind. Yeah. Nuggets ball. There is 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And we're going to have a drive to the hoop and a nice, beautiful reverse layup by Aaron Gordon and one. Gordon's hair is absolutely out of control tonight. I love it. And he's rocking some pink shoes. Fouled by KBD. What's up, South Tex? The best point guard in Spurs history? I mean, Tony Parker right now. 6-time All-Star, NBA Finals MVP, 4-time NBA champion. Nobody can match that resume at all. 3-point play is good, 22-15. Henry, what's up? Cheers from Denver. Cheers from Denver, and he's saying, go Spurs, go. I did hear about Daniel Jones. It sucks. Jakob with a quick pull-up jumper. KBD with the offensive board and put back, and it's good. And KBD's D-up has been showing us a little bit more offense in the last game and so far tonight. Aaron Gordon drives baseline, kicks it out for 3, and that is good by Monte Morris. 24-18, 5:50 to go. You know what? Maybe KBD can find even a bigger role in this team if he keeps producing. Doug McDermott, runner in the paint, is rejected. KBD gets the ball back. Surprised he didn't take a shot in the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Derek White spins around to the paint, throws it up and in. And Derek White off to a good start tonight. Devin Vassell should be back. Aaron Gordon gets loose down the other end and gets the reverse layup on the fast break as the Spurs were a little slow in transition, or a lot slow in transition. 26-20. DeJounte Murray in the paint can't convert under the rim. But the score on the wrong team. My bad. 26-20. Gordon out to Jokic all day for 3. They missed it. Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. Feel like we have some. We definitely need to play better, but I think they're confident out there. White just pulls up for 3. In-N-Out burger. Man, how many In-N-Out burgers has Derek White eaten this year? Just far too many. 3 down the other end. Doesn't go in for Will Barton. Almost the same exact thing that happened to Derek White. That's right, Asia. David Robinson. McDermott throws up a very awkward shot. Can't make it. Jakob Poeltl gets the board. Drops it off to Derek White. Baseline 3. That one's no good. All right, maybe a little less threes. Barton on down the other end. And the Spurs defense on transition again gets burned. And Papa's going to call a timeout as Barton takes off for the fast break. The Spurs apparently sleeping once they don't have the ball. Come on, Nuggets. They're down by 4. All right, I see some arguing in the chat. Let it go, guys. Let it go. Just don't talk to each other. I can see where this is going. Stop right now. The both of you. Just let it go. Don't talk to each other anymore. Ben, the score is 26-22. Lonnie has been extremely inconsistent this year. He had that amazing first half against the Golden State Warriors, and I was like, holy moly. There's the Lonnie we know and love. And then he disappeared in the second half, and then he hasn't done anything. He didn't really do much against the Suns, didn't do much against the Knicks. I said it before, I'll say it again. If he keeps playing like he is, he's not going to be a San Antonio Spur next season. We're not going to give him a new contract. He has the worst shooting percentage, I believe, on the team right now. Derek White's right around 40% field goal percentage. Lonnie, I think, is at like 37. The struggle's real. We need to execute whenever Nuggets have busy. Yes, Bobby. I don't know what's happening tonight. Two fast breaks in transition. No violence. That's Asia. I would agree with that. No violence in the chat. In-N-Out sucks. Go. I'm a big Spurs fan, but we lost our identity. I was thinking about that. I saw an article about the Spurs and who is the guy right now. And when you think of the big 3, we had 3 guys that could take over the game, and those were the 3 guys we knew that would be 1, 2, and 3 scoring no matter what. Maybe different order. Maybe Parker would lead the team in scoring, or Ginobili and Tim a lot of times. But those are the 3 guys that we know were going to go out there and put up the points every night, and then other players would contribute. When I look at the current Spurs team, it's like, all right, DeJounte's been a pretty consistent scorer, but after that, Derek White's been up and down. Kelvin's been up and down. Jakob's not really, doing his Jacoby things, but he's not going to put out a ton of points each night. Who are really our three primary scorers for this team? After DeJounte, I'm not sure. Kelvin's leading the second leading scorer on the team, but he's been a couple games of 10 and then an 18-point game, maybe a 20-point game. Then it's very, I don't know. The big three was consistent. Well, that's why they won 5 championships. Good day, Abe Jimenez. Score is right in the middle up top. I'll try to read it out here and there. Good evening, Evan Avery Gonzalez. Go Spurs, go. Whoa, the Drew Show. It drops a $15 super chat. Really wants me to see something. I don't know what channel you run or what that gaslighting troll with bad takes known as Clan has been running his mouth about me on his Discord and been saying it's your mod piece. I don't know what Clan the Spurs fan has to do with anything tonight. I'm not part of his... I have no idea what's going on. I had totally lost, but thank you for the super chat. I guess you're leaving, and it sounds like you're leaving for good, so thank you and have a good night. And I missed a 3-pointer by the Spurs. Still support the Spurs, whatever you do. If it's not on my channel, somewhere else. Nuggets, Jokic trying to get it into Aaron Gordon. Gordon finds Barton. Barton in the paint, throws it up over Lonnie Walker, and it bounces off the glass and goes in. I got you, Phil. That's all right, man. I saw you guys argue, and I just wanted it to be shut down. That's it. I wasn't calling either one of you. I was just saying, stop. Just don't talk to each other. But I guess he took it personally. John Stockton wasn't that good. That is not a good take. John Stockton was the all-time leader in assists and steals. I'm done. Got nothing. Spurs turn the ball over 3.5 minutes. Let me focus on the game, not any nonsensical takes. Jokic over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon throws it down over Drew Eubanks with a reverse dunk. So Drew Eubanks back to being the backup center for the Spurs. Yay. Prove me wrong, Drew. Prove me wrong. Do something out there. Derek White with the ball right now over to Drew Eubanks. Drew wearing some nice yellow shoes. Drops it off to Bryn Forbes. Forbes guarded by Jokic. What in the world? Forbes. Fadeaway turnaround jumper is an air ball. Oh, boy. Air ball. And they try to get Jokic in the paint as the Nuggets are running the floor again, but he's going to get fouled by KBD. Good morning, Jorling Chong and David Rollins. Say hi to the folks just coming in if you could. That little wave from the Admiral, a little smile, a little head nod. Jacques Landale is in the G League Word Force Planner. I did a video on him yesterday. If you guys didn't check it out, the Spurs have sent Jacques Landale to Austin. Yeah. A team that needs bigs. We're sending a big to Austin, even if he hasn't played much. Jokic going to take the opens 3. Boink, front rim, no good. Forbes with the rebound. Is Devin out there? Where are you at? There he is. There's number 24. Drew Eubanks with the runner in the paint, no good. Devin Vassell has checked in the game. Hopefully does not re-injure his quad. Last time he came out, he played the first half. I think it was against the Warriors, and then came back out. Pull-up 3 is in and out burger for, I don't even know who that is. Who's number 9 for the Nuggets? They're going to be using some different players tonight than I'm used to. Vassell's going to take a 3, and that's an in and out burger for Devin Vassell. Dang it. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ziki Naji with the miss. Yeah, I think he was actually partially blocked. Lonnie Walker drives to the paint, pull-up jumper, front rim, no good. Poor Lonnie. I love the moves, but man, that is just he's not had any luck with shooting this season at all. Soto, what's this dude's last name, number 9? It's definitely not Tony Parker. Jokic going against Drew Eubanks. Massive mismatch there. And Devasel strips the ball away from Jokic. And then he's going to get fouled by Facundo Campazzo. Looking for an updated score, and I think you're right. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that. Thank you. Alex, feel the same way. Win or lose. Hey, what's up, Calvin channel member? Thank you for stopping. Shout out from Oregon. Go Spurs, go. If anybody's new to the channel, I'm obviously a San Antonio Spurs fan, so I call probably 95% of the Spurs games throughout the season, do random videos on them as well. Drew Eubanks into the paint with the reverse layup after the dish, I believe, from Bryn Forbes. I also cover New York Giants games, unfortunately. I'll also be doing the Yankees next season and occasionally do stuff on the United States Women's National Team when Kristen Press is with the team. Zeke Najee, am I saying his name right? Passes it off to number 9. Who's number 9? He pulls up and it's no good. I can't see the back of his jersey. Well, I can see the back of his jersey. I can't read it. Lonnie Walker to the paint. Very athletic move. There you go, Lonnie. Want to see more of that. Gets the layup. 55 seconds to go. Lonnie, one of the most athletic, the not most athletic players on our team. Bones Highland is in the game. Bones! There's a long pull-up 3. I didn't see who shot that. That was no good. Was that Bones for 3? Forbes into the paint. Kind of Euro steps. Throws it up. Drew Eubanks with the rebound. Eubanks getting double teamed. Throws it up off the glass. And Drew Eubanks playing fairly well. All right. Shut me up, Drew. Show us something. I always root for our Spurs players to make me look like a fool and play good when I say they're struggling. I love it when they do that. I seriously do. Campazzo for 3. Swish, kill the fish. 6-point game, 18.5 seconds to go. Spurs should hold for the last shot. Yes, Calder Jester, Devin Vassell is back. And yes, Age, I heard about that, but not the channel to talk about that on. This is not the place. Oh, boy. Trade jump. What is happening? Wow, I thought Drew Eubanks was going to call for an offensive foul. Apparently, he's going to get the whistle and go to the line for 2. He was all sorts of tangled up with Campazzo. Oh, Campazzo hooked him. Then Drew Eubanks hooked him back. Apparently, they saw the first hook. Yes, he does. Thank you, Calvin, for being a channel member. Good evening, Leonardo. 35-29, 4.4 seconds to go. And Drew Eubanks at the line for 2. If I could trade for any player right now, any player. What do we... I mean... we'd have to give up a lot. We don't have any players that would be considered a top 10 player in the NBA. And if I was going to take a top 10 young gun in the NBA, we'd have to give up like the next 5 first-round picks. Devin Vassell with the foul. Spurs had a foul to give, I believe. Yeah, they did. 2.7 seconds left. Looks like the Pacers are going to start cleaning house, huh? Campazzo with the end of quarter 3 is an air ball. 37-29 as we will go to the second quarter. Spurs up by 8. But you know what? Nuggets fans, that don't mean a thing. Doesn't mean a thing. The Spurs have been notoriously bad in the second half this season. Not every game, but many games they've given up leads. 6-0 Vikings lead, missed the extra point. You think we move Thad? Yes. And from what I'm reading, a lot of the moves we're going to see are going to probably start around December 15th because you have to be under contract for 3 months, some kind of rule with the NBA. So we could see a lot of movement from teams between December 15th, and I think the trade deadline is February 15th. I got to think the Spurs are going to make some moves. Thaddeus Young's not happy here. Not in our long-term plans. Last year of his contract, I could see us trying to trade him for trading him for another guard to send to the G League, or maybe a second-round pick. Maybe. Pacers want to rebuild. Yes, they do. But I don't. What are we gonna? I don't know. I don't see anything happen. Miles Turner would be nice, but again, we're not historically a team that trades. And I saw an article saying Ben Simmons said he would come to the Spurs. I'm like, I don't want to do another Ben Simmons video. I've already done 1 or 2 of those already. And Philadelphia's going to want Earth, Sun, and Moon for Ben Simmons, and we're not going to trade that for a player that's, a headache right now. 5-0 here. That's the 5-0 right there. Spurs blow leads all the time. No. Sadly, yes, they do. Do I think we'll get another championship ring? I mean, eventually. I hope so. How about the rumor Ben Simmons? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Leonardo. Miles Turner for Lonnie and Thad, and we just give Force 2. Okay, I'd be fine with that. Never going to happen. That's true, Evan. That's true. I saw that too. I didn't realize that, Phil, that There's talk of Ben Simmons and Damian Lillard wanting to playing together. It's a lot of moving parts there. I don't see it happening. Right now, I take anyone who want to come because when Marcus Aldridge came, that was a bit of a surprise. True. Silent Hooper, I think they're just gonna want. They would probably want DeJounte Murray, 3 first-round picks, something that Ben Simmons is a good player, but if you give up that much of your future for him, no thanks. I don't want him. Good morning, Jay. Matter of fact, I haven't done this yet. Go Spurs, go! Got to get one of that. We're not at small crowd tonight. Then again, it's the Spurs. Just look at the arena. Fans are checking out again on the 2-game losing streak. You can tell. Just look at my channel. When we're winning, the views are up. When we're losing, the views are down. It's so sad. I'm sorry. I just think it's funny that how quickly people gain interest and lose interest in the team. There's a jumper by JaMychal Green, and he's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Shoot, I never found out who number 9 was. I was supposed to do that during the commercial break. Possible 3-point play for the Denver Nuggets. Who's number 9? Davon Reed. Okay. Davon Reed. Jot that down because I ain't going to remember that. Free throw was good. We got the 50 thumbs up. We got to the Admirals number. Spurs ball. Hey, Ofa, go Spurs, go is right. Did I say quarter 3? It's second quarter. Of course he is, Brianna. Of course he is. Hopefully he does that for the rest of the month and comes back up and immediately gets like legit minutes. The NBA trade deadline is Thursday. Oh, it's February 10th. The cutoff point is 3 p.m. Eastern Time, though the news of some trades may emerge shortly after that deadline. So I got to make sure I'm on my toes that week, Zachary, because if there's any Spurs trades, I want to be one of the first channels to get up. I'm usually pretty good at getting Spurs news up first, but not always, because, life happens. Spurs ball, 37-32. Second quarter just underway. Drew Eubanks will drop it off to Bryn Forbes. Forbes over to Lonnie Walker, 7 on the shot clock. Lonnie back to DeJounte. Man, the Spurs just cannot get the ball past the 3-point arc. DeJounte with a mile-long 3, though. Great defense by the Nuggets, but an even greater shot by DeJounte Murray to make it an 8-point lead again. It is Nuggets ball. Bones Highland with the ball into the paint. Takes it at Bryn Forbes, throws it up. No good. Terrific defense by Bryn Forbes. I mean, for him, I guess it was. Murray, nice behind the back dribble, passes it out to Lonnie Walker, and El Quattro for 3. There we go. Spurs hitting their 3s right now. Russell Wilson denied the Giants rumors today. What's up, Arts and Humanities Organization? There's your shout. Ow. Shout. Shout. Let it all out. All right. Bones for 3. And the impeccable defense of Bryn Forbes. Even though he wasn't near him, just the thought of Bryn Forbes being near. Lonnie pulls up for 3 again. Oh, man, that was a brick. Oh, huge brick. Huge brick. And there you go, Evan. He hits a 3, and then he throws up a complete brick. Joshua, I respect your opinion, but I hope not. Well, I mean, I like Bryn. I mean, vamos Spurs, vamos. I like Bryn. But you got to have a little fun. We know he doesn't have very good defense. I'm underselling that. That baseline 3 is no good by Davon Reed. It is Spurs ball. 11-point lead. Jonathan Murray taking off to the free throw line, pulling up. That one's a little long, no good. All right. Whew. That 3 is front rim, no good by Zeke Naji. Spurs trying to go fast break down to Drew Eubanks. He's into the paint. He throws up the layup, and the Spurs have their biggest lead of the night, 45-32. Timeout. Nice job, Eubanks, getting down the other end for the fast break. We'll take it. Good evening, Jared Williams. Jared, are you excited about Jake from State Farm Sunday, Giants and Chargers? I'm pumped up. Jokic is playing. He's just on the bench right now. Kevin Randolph, Lamella, BBA, MJ. Wow, that's a long name, Kevin. Oh, nice, Alex. Look, I like Drew. I like Drew a lot. I just don't think he's the answer as a backup center. He's fun to watch, but he's more of a third stringer, second stringer when we need him, or second line. But coming first off the bench, well, being first off the bench or starting, just not his role. No, I don't care. Landale's in Austin, guys. Jacques Landale is with the Austin Spurs now. In case you missed it, I did a video on it. He got sent to the G League. Turtles on the bench, being a ninja, mutant, and a teenage, or I don't know. Drew's not going to the G League. If anything, he would lead the team before that. Drew trying to prove everyone wrong and not try to get traded. Yeah, facts. I love Drew's motor, but the game doesn't match up well. Yeah, that's true too. Jacques Landale greater than Drew Eubanks. I think Jacques Landale has a higher ceiling, but he hasn't had the opportunity yet. So maybe silver lining, he gets quality minutes in Austin instead of just sitting there doing nothing every night and just plays really good, owns his game a little bit, and then comes back in a few weeks. Zach Collins is back, or finally going to make his debut with the Spurs in a few weeks, I presume, sometime end of December, early January. So we'll see. Drew is good, just don't see him helping us win. I think Jock or Collins, or maybe we sign or trade or another center. Yeah, we need someone better. I agree. The Grizzlies, what are the Grizzlies doing? The Grizzlies hitting Lakers with 3 consecutive dunks. Oof. No problem, Mace. All good. Exactly, Carl. I mean, I didn't like it, but I get it. If he's not going to play, just the thing is, we're so undersized against so many teams, and now we have one less big. Well, go Spurs, go from Columbia, Vincent. Blue, what's up? He said, yeah, okay, we're winning. He will get those minutes. Yes, he will. Look out. Yes, after the 15th this month, that's when the trades are going to start happening in the NBA, Tony. I was just mentioning that before. That's when we're going to really start seeing movement. And I think the Spurs are going to try to make a trade, something we don't do often. But I think Patfo realizes Thaddeus Young is he's not even playing anymore. Kind of reminds me when LA stopped playing last season. Jermichael Green with the miss in the paint, Spurs ball. I suppose they could always just put him on waivers. Doug McDermott drives in the paint, throws up a layup, and no good, but he got boned by Bones. He's going to go to the line for 2. Raul, go Spurs. Catsbarrow 565 channel member, thank you for being here. Go Spurs, go. As a matter of fact, go Spurs, go. McDermott at the line for 2. Go Spurs, go from the Bahamas. Reginald, thank you for stopping in. Blue, they're playing much better than they did against the Knicks. And, as soon as I said it, Thaddeus Young checks in the game. I say he's not even in the rotation. Well, he's rotating in right now. No, a buyout. Thank you, kid. I was trying to look for the word. I hope we don't do a buyout like we did with LaMarcus Aldridge last year and just, wow. Both of McDermott's free throws kind of bouncing around the rim, but they both went in, so who cares? It's not how you get there. It's whether you get there, I guess. Interesting stat, Bobby. Is what bad, Jared? I was looking at the chat. Barton hits a 3 for the Nuggets while I was looking away. Is what bad? Lonnie Walker into the paint, throws it up. No good. Gonna get fouled. And I like the aggressiveness of Lonnie Walker tonight. He's so athletic. You want him to use athleticism to get into the paint, create shots for either himself or his teammates, but also draw fouls and get to the line. I didn't jinx anything. That player in the game, Rich, is that bad. Which player? Like Drew Eubanks? Brent Forbes? I mean, anybody in the NBA, Thaddeus Young, anybody that's made the NBA is not bad. They've achieved more than I ever will in my life. But they might not just be good fits with the team. Lonnie hits both free throws, 49-35 the Spurs. Just about to get to David Robinson's number and maybe go past it. Yes, stay hungry. 24 points in 19 minutes, 11 of 13 and 2 of 2. Wow. Speaking of threes, Campazzo for 3. Swish. Hey, Facundo Campazzo. Devin Vassell off into the paint, and whoa, Devin throws down a huge Thunder dunk of justice. Guess the quad's okay. Barton for 3 down the other end. Thaddeus Young with the rebound. Spurs looking to run. And we have a foul. Nice to see Devin Vassell getting up in the air, and that quad must be okay. What's up, Matt A? Thank you for stopping in. I like Sabonis. I don't know what I would trade for him. I don't know what's. There's so many trade rumor videos, and honestly, I don't like touching all those because usually they're just BS, and I don't want to put that type of content on the channel because they're very clickbaity. But if I see a rumor being reported by a couple sites, that's when I'll address it. And right now, there's really nothing with the Spurs for trades. Murray pulls up for a corner 3. That was a little short, no good. Block of Pirtle's checked back in the game. Thaddeus Young played a whole minute. I'm sure he's thrilled about that. Nuggets ball down by 13 and a foul on Doug McDermott. What's up, Yasirski? I hope we don't mess up the lead. He's like a weaker Patrick Beverly. Yeah, well, yeah, I definitely need. I mean, whoa, a huge block by Block of Pirtle on Jeff Green. It's going to be blocked out of bounds, though. It's going to stay with the Nuggets. That's true, Tony. Good point. I think, I don't know. I just don't really want to touch the rumors too much unless I feel like it's really legit. Baseline pull-up 3, no good by Monte Morris. Spurs ball, Lonnie Walker will bring it up for San Antonio. 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Spurs up 51-38. Walker open for 3, thought about it. Pick and roll with Jakob into the paint, takes it at Jokic, throws it up off the glass, and I like this aggressive Lonnie we're seeing tonight. Keep it up, young man. Keep it up tonight and the rest of the season. Barton pulls up for a jumper, no good. Devin Vassell with the rebound. Devin with the ball, crossover. Pulls up for a mid-range jumper. Good! Devin Vassell looks like he's starting to pick up where he left off. What do you think we get for Thad? Not much. Honestly, not much. Second round pick. Another guard to send in the G League. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I don't think we're going to get much with that at all. If it's a package deal, Thad and a pick for, I don't know. I have no idea. Monte Morris in the paint. The little runner is good. 55-40. I just realized we're up by 15. Bag of chips for Thad. That sounds about right. Doritos? Lonnie Walker for 3. I like it, Lonnie. I like it. This is what I've been waiting for all season. 10 points this quarter, 12 in the first half. He did this against the Warriors in the first half. Hopefully he's slowly coming out of his shell like a Ninja Turtle. That's a miss by Barton, but the putback by Jokic. Jokic, the Joker. 58-42. Spurs up by 16. I don't like sleeping here that we're up by this much. Jakob in the paint kicks it out to Devin Vassell. Vassell going to drive into the paint. And a little layup. He wanted the foul, not going to get it. 60-42. I thought he was going to dunk it. Spurs bench points 29. The Nuggets only 9. Barton in the paint, reverse layup. Nice move to go around Jakob. And we're going to have a timeout. Timeout. 5:48 to go in the first half. How about some Cool Ranch Doritos for Thad? Yeah, Alex, I am watching it on my Roku, and I'm streaming it on the NBA app. So that's always going to be behind live TV. It's when I call the Giants games, usually I'm actually ahead of people. But when I do the Spurs games, I'm always going to be behind because I'm in Connecticut and streaming it through an app. El Quattro playing for his job. You're right. You aren't kidding. Looks like we have the Looney against Rocket with Harden. Do you intentionally call him Looney out of curiosity? I know some people call him Looney, just out of curiosity. Man, that's a bad trade because his Pacers don't need a guard in the roster. Campazzo, 90s player stuck in the 2020s. Christian Woods from Houston. Houston's on a roll right now. Holy crap, if they turn their season around. What do they win? 7 or 8 in a row or something? Spurs National, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Evan, I'm not saying that Thad's a bad player, but he doesn't fit with us. You nailed it on the head there. He doesn't fit our plans, doesn't fit what we're trying to do. So let's put him somewhere where he can, like we did. Not like we did, but, DeMar DeRozan, Patty Mills, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gay, they're all pretty happy where they are, I would think. So Thaddeus Young, Go somewhere he can be happy and get more minutes. I like Doug McDermott. I think some people think I don't because I say that he's not a starting power. He's not an ideal starting four, but he's not. He's not. I'm sorry. I mean, I think he'd be better suited as a starting small forward or a backup small forward / power forward off the bench. That's just my take on him. Hopefully he proves me wrong throughout the season and plays, great. But I think that, when we have two 6'4" guards and a small forward that's 6'5", we're really small against a lot of the NBA, which is why we get crushed by a lot of teams that run two bigs. We only have one big out there most of the time, which is Jakob Poeltl. And then Drew Eubanks is usually the big off the bench. And then if we're running Thad, we're just, a lot of times we're undersized against a lot of teams. And the Pacers, the team you guys are talking about, their bigs, Turner and Sabonis, absolutely ate us up when they played them. They just outsized us like nobody's belief. Yeah, he's a big three, Eric. Yeah, he's better as a three. And he's not going to start with Keldon Johnson there, more than likely. Unless Kellen goes to the bench and they start Doug, which would be odd since Spurs seem really invested in Keldon, but anything's possible. We have a 7-footer in the G League. Right, I mean, we do. To OKC for Derek Favors. I don't know. Spurs ball up by 16. We got a Trey Jones sighting. Is Josh Primo in Austin? He hasn't played any minutes, so I got to assume he's not there. Derek White now with the ball into the paint, draws some contact, throws up a high arcing runner, whoop, and it's in. Spurs getting some luck tonight. I think I just saw a stat. The Spurs lost 5 of their last 6 games against the Nuggets. Not surprisingly. Barton over to Monte Morris. Back to Barton. Barton with the pick and roll with Jokic. Back to Jokic. Open for 3. Takes the 3 and whoo! Nikola Jokic hitting some threes tonight. 5 minutes remaining. Derek into Jakob Poeltl in the post. Yak gets the ball stripped, and he's going to get fouled by Aaron Gordon. That kind of does... Yeah, it's true, Calder Jester, but Kellen's too small to be guarding 4s on the other team, which can be contributing to his injuries, just constantly guarding bigger guys. He is with us, Evan. Thank you. Primo's out there. I mean, he's not out there on the court, but he's... Doug with a long 3. Woo-hoo! We were just talking about when he says, hey, check this out. Kobe. We can get 70 points in the first half. Is he sitting next to Drew? Thank you, Phil. I didn't see him out there. I was looking for the hair. That's always how I find Josh. I look for the hair. I mean, he's got great moss. Aaron Gordon pull-up jumper is good. 65-49. And now we're going to have a whistle as KBD goes in. I'm looking at the bench right now. Where is he? Ah, they took the camera off the bench. Offensive foul on Jakob, it looks like. Dang it. Yeah, he ran over Jeff Green. Keep me posted how Landale finishes. Spurs with 3 turnovers and Nuggets with only 1 with 4:20 left in the first half. The Nuggets only have 1 turnover. The Spurs are in the bonus. The Nuggets are sniffing the bonus right now. They're not in there yet. Huh. Denver ball. Dart. I just got lost on the thought there. Monte Morris to Jokic, who's open for 3 again. And he does miss that one. A rare miss. They kick it back out for another 3. That one is good. And look at that. A second chance point. Monte Morris for 3. One thing the Spurs do give up far too often. Second chance points. Third chance points. Lonnie getting ready to check in again? Wow. Pop leaving him tonight. I think that was Lonnie. I don't know. Couldn't tell. Derek White running around, spins around to the paint, throws up a very difficult shot and in, looking for a foul, flailing his arms, not going to get it, but Derek has been fantastic tonight. Nice to see Derek slowly coming out of his slump. 11 points tonight, 5 of 8 shooting. He's been much better the last 2 weeks after a really tough start to his season. Open on the baseline is Morris, and he hits a 3. And can we stop leaving 3-point shooters open? Can we maybe rotate to them? Austin, 3:16 left. No, DeJounte's checking in. Trey Jones drives to the paint, out to KBD. KBD picks up his dribble, and he traveled. Traveling. That's 4 turnovers now. Jacques Landell has 24 points and 6 boards. It is nasty, Bobby. Landale with 24 in his debut. You know what? Good for him. Build up some confidence while you're down there. I really hope it pays off because I feel like he could be a really good backup center, maybe even steal Jakob's position if he becomes the player that we think he could be. And we're going to have a timeout after that bucket in the paint by Gordon. Yes, in G League, Eric. That's where Jacques Landale is. 16-0 Vikes? What? Jacques, 24 points in 19 minutes? Yeah, Evan, yeah. Why is DeJounte Murray sat out the entire... Is he in foul trouble? Isn't he? I feel like he sat out almost the second quarter. All but except for this last 3 minutes he's finally coming. We got 69 thumbs up. I'm just saying we got 69 thumbs up. I heard Sean Elliott has been conditioning because Pop is putting him in at center. Sean Elliott at center. How tall was Sean? Was Elliott like 6'7", 6'8"? Gosh, even 30 years ago, Sean Elliott was the same size as our current power forward. If we're playing well, let him rest. Oh, he's got 2 fouls. All right, Puerto Rico. I didn't realize he was in foul trouble. That makes sense. You know what, Phil? I didn't recognize Gordon with that hair either at first. It totally threw me off, and I was like, "Oh wait, that's Aaron Gordon's got the hair going." Well, they're showing Spurs fans now. It doesn't look as empty wherever these fans are sitting in spots. So, I mean, all right, yeah, Phil, you're right. It is a little more where you see the TV cameras. It's very empty, but as you move out, it does seem a little bit more filled up, which is good. Sean was 6'6", Sean was 6'8". Pop, that's one thing that people are upset about, LJ, is Pop's rotations, constantly taking hot players out of the game. Lonnie's back in right now, drives to the paint, throws it up, off the glass, no good. Gets fouled, going to the line for 2. And Lonnie has been really aggressive tonight. I like what I'm seeing out of Lonnie Walker tonight. This is what we need to see from Lonnie on a regular basis. Attack the rim and either make a shot with your incredible athleticism or get to the line when they're trying to stop your shot. I'm seeing the Steelers losing and watching another YouTuber have a meltdown. Well, I'm guessing it's a Steelers fan, CB? Steelers fan having a meltdown? First free throw is good, by the way, for El Cuatro. And the second one's good, so the channel number has been hit. I thought Sean was 6'8". It's $450. Wow. But that same seat for the Lakers was going for 30. Yeah. 69.57. 69.57. 2:38 to go in the first half. Derek White with some nice defense as Jeff Green was trying to take it coast to coast. Orinka, what's up? Go Spurs, go. David Robinson, thank you for being here again as usual. Lucci Gaiman, good evening. Francisco Guerrero, go Spurs, go. Jokic getting double teamed. Out to Monty Morris, back to Jokic. Jokic guarded by KBD right now. Takes it at KBD. Double teamed again. Pull up jumper off the back iron, no good. Gets his own miss, puts it back. Also no good, but he is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. There's where that size gets us. Oh, did Jakob get him? It's Jokic. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Oh, exactly, Evan. He's going to get those calls. Like it or not, when you're the MVP, the reigning MVP, yeah, you're going to get calls like that. We need another 7-footer. He's down in Austin right now, or up. Wait, which way is Austin relative to San Antonio? I'm not good with Texas, the map of Texas. Jokic with 12, 7, and 5, well on his way to another triple-double. I feel like Austin's south of San Antonio, but I'm not for sure. Definitely quick. Yeah, I'm sure they are doing a limit on him, Evan, but oh, gosh, no! Jakob Hurtle's on the line for 2. Yep, it's Hack-a-Yak. I didn't realize you were hacking a yak. He's at the line for 2, and he's shooting 32% from the line this year. Make it 31% from the line this year. Northeast. Oh, thank you. I have no idea. Cap? I think we have a lot of cap next year, don't we? Spurs are head, so it's north. Wow, I blew that. Jakob second free throw. Missed them both. And another foul on Jakob. I hear some booing by the fans. I want to see the replay, and Papa's got the WTF look on his face, and I think he just said, what the... They did Hackapurtle. Austin is about 90 miles, north of San Antonio. Oh, okay. Dang. I'm not even close. Shaq, but worse. He is worse at the line than Shaq. There's no doubt. And Jakob coming out. First free throw is good, 69-60. Jakob, 2 points, 5 assists, but 3 fouls, so he is in foul trouble. Jokic at the line for one more. Peter, so far, so good. The Spurs are up, but that doesn't mean anything. And I hate to say that. Unless we're up in the fourth quarter, because we've seen a lot of third quarter collapses this year. So Drew Eubanks has checked in for block of Fertile. DeJounte Murray with the ball right now. DeJounte and Jakob struggling with fouls tonight. They'll get it over to Lonnie Walker. Walker looking for a pick and roll with Drew Eubanks. Starts to drive. Throws it across court to Derek White for three. In and out, Berger. And then Drew Eubanks slots it out of play. And it's going to be Nuggets ball, 1:47 to go. Jakob must run laps for every missed free throw. Man, he would be ripped beyond belief because he'd be running a lot. Pop can't resist switching the lineup. Yeah, that's true. You might be right, Zachary. But if he dunks, in worst case scenario, it's an and one. If he doesn't dunk and he goes for a layup and gets fouled and misses the layup or the little Olay shot, then he's taking 2 free throws. And with Jakob Poeltl, it's not usually and one. It's the shot's good and none. He has been atrocious at the line this year. Jokic in the paint, drives by Eubanks, reverse layup is good. And it's a 6-point game as the Spurs had a, 15-point lead in the first half? I think it was early in this quarter, and watching it completely evaporate. Murray, baseline 3 off the dish from Derek White, in and out. I can't believe this happens so often to us Spurs fans where we have a lead and just constantly just give it up. Jokic, guarded by DeJounte Murray, spins around into the paint, throws it up. It's a 4-point game. Wow. Blown lead. Yeah, it's no way to sugarcoat it. Blown lead. We're up by 4. Both teams in the bonus. Under a minute to go. Murray into the paint. Out to Drew Eubanks. Wide open for a baseline 3. He made it! That's his first 3-pointer this year. And that's where Drew Eubanks, if he's going to take a 3, needs to shoot it from the baseline because that's the only place I've seen him make his 3. Spurs with a new season high points and a half, 72. Unfortunately, the Nuggets are running and gunning right along with them. Barton out in 3-point land, 7 on the shot clock, starts to drive. Back out to Jokic, open for 3, takes the 3, and he in and out. Burgers a 3. Lonnie Walker skies for the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 20 seconds left in the first half. DeJounte Murray now with the ball. Back over to Derek White. White looking for a pick and roll with Drew Eubanks. Nope, calls it off. Derek looking to go one-on-one. Drives into the paint. The runner is no good, but he is going to get fouled. Were we up by 18 at one point, Phil? Was it that much? Ben, the score is 72-65. Fiesta Spurs versus Denver Mile High Chicken Nuggets. Wow. Okie dokie. Eric, I agree. We're one big guy away. Is it Jacques Landale? Is it Zach Collins? Is it both of them? This is a very high-scoring game. Well, too big. There you go. No, Kyrie's not coming here, T-Bone. No way. Kyrie might not play in the NBA again. They just passed a rule, I think, in Canada where you can't play if you're not VA to the X. And Kyrie's not doing that. And it could also... He's not playing. I think the NBA is eventually just going to have a rule sooner than later where every player has to do that. And he's very outspoken about not doing that. He just might not play again. He's got enough money. 10 seconds left in the second quarter, a.k.a. first half. Nuggets looking for a bucket on the last shot to get a little momentum going into halftime. Monte Morris pulls it up. Front rim, no good. Drew Eubanks launches it full court, and it hit the bottom of the net. Halftime, 9-point lead, 74-65. Neither team playing any defense. There's no defense here. Paul calls timeouts when we play well, and then when we struggle, he won't. Well, 74-65 at the half, Ben. Do you not have a video? Why can't you see the video? I'm not trying to troll you. Are you listening and you're working right now, so you can't look at your phone? No defense whatsoever. Oh, stats. You're right. You might be Zachary. What a mess. So both teams scored 36 in the second quarter. Well, whatever. For the Denver Nuggets, let's go for their stats first. Aaron Gordon with 11, Jeff Green with 2, Nikola Jokic could very well have another triple-double, 18, 9, and 5. And I feel like every time Jokic plays the Spurs, he absolutely annihilates us. As good as Jakob Poeltl has been, there's such a disparity between talent between Jokic and Jakob. They're not in the same. It's not even close. Will Barton killing us with 14 points. Monty Morris with 11. Unfortunately for Nuggets fans, the bench for the Nuggets has been very quiet. Facundo Campazzo has 6. Shamichael Green with 3. But Zeke Naji, Bones Highland, and Davon Reed all with a donut. Matter of fact, the whole bench has negatives for the Nuggets across the board. Just the bench is killing you guys right now. It's right above me. I don't know if you're trolling me. It's right here. Top middle. Hit refresh. Maybe your thing didn't load up right. For the Spurs, let's take a look at the starting lineup first. Doug McDermott with 12. KBD with 5. Jakob Poeltl with 2, but he does have 3 fouls. He's got 4. He's got 5 assists, though. Tied for the lead on the team. Derek White, kind of an odd line. He's got 13 points, which is great. Derek White has 0 rebounds and 0 assists. KJ, just know he's out. Got the MRI. It was negative. Long term, have no idea. Derek White, 13 points, no rebounds, no assists. That is very odd. DeJounte Murray with 8, 4, and 5. Possible triple-double from DeJounte. He'll definitely sniff one. Off the bench, Trey Jones, Thaddeus Young played very little, got 0. For the guys that are scoring, Lonnie Walker had another great first half. He scored 14 points. Bryn Forbes, 3. Drew Eubanks with 11 and 5 rebounds in 8 minutes. You know what? Drew Eubanks played pretty darn well tonight. Devin Vassell, 9 minutes. He got 6 points and 4 boards, so looked great in his return. And 2 block shots. So nice to see Devin back, but he probably will be on some sort of minutes restriction coming back from that injured quad. Like what I've seen from Devin, though. Austin, 105-88 with 7:30 to go. You're going to the Spurs game Saturday? That is awesome, Xander. I'm not actually calling that game because I will be watching the UFC that night. Looking forward to that. Actually, the Spurs outscored the Nuggets 37-36 in the second quarter. It just updated for some reason. So, very high-scoring game. What's up? The Spurs scoring 74-65. Up by 9. Let's keep it going. That should be played more. And also Thad should be played more. If he's going to be played, Rolo, I want to see him at power forward, not at center. I don't like Thad at center and 4 guards running around with him. That's micro ball at that point. Well, that's really small ball. We've seen micro ball with 4 guards and Keldon Johnson at center. Yes, Keldon Johnson, not often this year, but has for a few minutes here and there played center, and that is just way too darn tiny. I'm happy about Lonnie, too. I hope he keeps it going. Did you know in college basketball, shot clock violation can save a team a possession on the fast break? West Virginia University stole the inbound pass with 6 seconds. Fast clock goes to 0 shot clock violation. UConn ball. Huh. What's up, Cruz? Yes, David Robinson is here. If he hasn't said hi yet, say hi now. David, a little wave to y'all. A little smile after that. What's up? I am Pronton official. Go Spurs. Go. Devin Vassell is fired. Yes. Devin Vassell was looking great till his injury, but he's looking back to being Devin Vassell tonight, and I think he's going to be a major contributor to this team moving forward. Really, if you ask me who are the most improved players on the Spurs this season, him and DeJounte Murray are like right there. They're neck and neck. They've both really impressed me this season. I thought Keldon would be one of those players there, and while he's improved a little bit over last season, it's not a huge jump, whereas I think DeJounte's made a pretty big jump, and I think Devin's obviously made a huge leap. Hopefully somebody else proves me wrong. Well, Joshua Primo has been a surprise. I did not expect him to play as well as he has. Granted, it's sparingly in limited minutes here and there, garbage time minutes, but still, I did not expect anything. And he's had flashes of greatness. And he's been inconsistent, obviously. He's a rookie. His touches have been limited, but he's had, 2 threes in a game. One of the youngest players in the NBA history to ever do that. 3 steals and 4 blocks in a game. The first player to do that since, or the only player, I think, to do that is an 18-year-old with Dwight Howard. That's a weird stat, but Jacques Landale, 26 and 8. T-Bone Slayton will be back one night, but yeah, I like to mix it up. The ladies said they want something to look at a time, so I've put a dude here. Sometimes it's Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Chuck Norris, who the Spurs seem to always lose when Chuck. Man, the next time I do a battle for Texas, now that I got the beard rocking, and I bring Chuck Norris back, and if we're both wearing the cowboy hat, it's gonna look like father and son or something. I believe Primo's available. Sarah, he's gotten worse every year though. That's the thing. His gold medal's holding him back. Jakob Poeltl's gotten worse every season. Yes, where are we at? 80 thumbs up? We'll get him over the night. It's that small crowd tonight. The NFL's on tonight. It happens. But yeah, if you get a thumbs up, if you haven't, we can at least get to 100, 150. Jock, 12 of 14. But I want to touch on what I was just talking about with Jakob Poeltl's free throw progression. Or should I say Jakob Poeltl's free throw regression. Because he has regressed. And I hate to say that, but it's just a fact. So this is Jakob Poeltl's 6th year in the league. He played 2 years with Toronto, then was traded with the 29th pick, which became Kellen Johnson, and DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. And his first year, he shot 54% from the line. Not good. His next season, he shot 59%, so he actually got better. The following season, he dipped back down again his first year with the Spurs at 53%. Was terrible the next season in 19-20, shooting 46%. Last year, his years primary as a starter, he started off abysmally. He was horrible, but he did finish better to finish the season at about 51%. This year, he's shooting an all-time career worst 32%. And he missed a couple free throws tonight, so he might be at 31%, maybe at 30%. He has just been a terror. And not the good kind of terror, where he's a terror on the court with his ability to make threes and throw down dunks. No, he's been a terror, as in he just can't make a darn free throw. And as much as Jakob Poeltl and what he's brought to the team this year and how he's improved in many facets of his game, his inability to hit free throws, and I think it's actually cost us a couple games, or at least it's helped contribute to a few losses, where if he's taking 5 free throws and he's making 1 and we lose by 1, do the math. I mean, that changed the whole complexion of the game, and maybe we win that one. His inability to free throws, and he doesn't space the floor at all. No, you don't need a 3-point shooting center, but he can't hit anything outside of the paint. So I don't know if he's a long-term guy. I just don't. Part of me says yes. Part of me says no. Put the game on? All right, because you asked, Zachary. The game! Boop! Jakob and Lale should be a 1-2 punch. I thought that was going to be the case. The double J connection. Double J. Jak and Jacques. Not so much. We got the defensive powerhouse with Jakob Poeltl. We got the offensive powerhouse with Jacques Landale. Has not happened at all. Felton, what's up? Go Spurs. Shooting his free throws like Lonnie shoots threes. I think Jakob's free throw percentage is higher than Lonnie Walker's 3-point percentage, just for the record. I'm going to pull it up real quick on Basketball Reference, but I think Lonnie is shooting 29% or 30% from the arc this year. .286, he's shooting 29%. So Jakob, think about that. Because Jakob's a terrible free throw shooter. His free throw shooting is actually better than Lonnie Walker's 3-point shooting this season. That's not saying much for either guy. Keto, I do, I tend to kind of agree with that. Jakob is a fantastic backup center. But I feel like he's just missing something. He just, when you see him play Jokic and you see the skills Jokic has, I mean, granted, we're talking about one of the best centers in the NBA. There's such a difference between the two. 29% is horrible. Threes are harder than free throws. I agree, Brianna. But I guess I'm just trying to say both percentages are really bad this year. Lonnie normally around 40%, shooting much lower than that. Jakob normally about a 50% free throw shooter, shooting tremendously lower than his norm at 32%. Just terrible. What a terrible stat. I'm sorry, those are terrible stats. Some fans get mad when start comparing Giannis with Tim's. I don't get why people are doing that. They're totally two different players and played in different eras. And Giannis right now has won one ring. Tim's got five. So let's, if you really wanted to have a debate on, who's a better player, I think Giannis needs a few more of these before we even start to go there. Joe Mama, 20 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. What's your favorite Tim Duncan moment? Oh boy. Gosh, I would have to watch his top 10 highlights again to figure out which one I like. I have the vision of him hitting the three, him posterizing. He posterized somebody. It's one of his top 3 dunks of all time. Maybe you guys remember. I can't remember who he ate up, but man, he absolutely just destroyed somebody in the paint. Maybe if you ask me my favorite David Robinson moment, there's so many like clips that just pop in my head, like his last game when he won out an NBA champion, when he scored 71 points. I mean, it's hard when you got 30 years of Spurs stuff in your head and you're trying to figure out one particular moment off the top of your head because it's just there's so much there. I love when Timmy caught that alley-oop dunk in transition over Karolinko. Jokic stats, close to a triple-double. He's on pace for a triple-double, David. I went over the stats earlier. I think he's got 18 points, and I don't remember his rebounds and assists, but he very well could have a triple-double tonight and score 35 to 40 points. We get that Sandals MVP. Okay, that's a good one. We have some amazing guards. I just don't think Joe could hoop like that. Oh, Joe Wieskamp in the NBA? 2014 was the best as a Spurs fan and as a LeBron hater. I'm admittedly not a LeBron hater. I don't hate anybody. I don't. That's a strong word, but I'm definitely a LeBron disliker, especially more so over the last few years. I think he's been a knucklehead, and I'll just leave it at that. What he's been doing this year, he's been a giant knucklehead. It is what it is. He's still a great basketball player, but the ring chasing and just other nonsense is kind of turned me off to him. It is halftime. Halftime. What's the score to the? It's halftime, Ben. It hasn't moved. It was when he hit the turnaround jumper that bounced in to seal the deal against the Thunder in 2014 Western Conference Finals. That was a good one, Joshua. Zachariah, go Spurs, go. We're in halftime right now. Speaking of LeBron James, they're talking to him about something, but I don't have the volume up. So I don't know. He's just kind of looks unhappy. How many quarters left? 2. 2 quarters. We're in halftime. 4 quarters total in the game of basketball. 2 have been played. 2 have not. Hey, Patty Mills, what's going on? Spurs who trade Kelvin. Kelvin? Who's Kelvin? Kelvin? Do you mean Kelvin Johnson? Bro? Or am I missing something? I think you mean Kelvin Johnson. Keldon. 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 Players have been played with the team. Oh, geez. I have no idea. I have a feeling Denver Nuggets going. You know what? Obsas, the San Antonio Spurs. One thing they've been consistent on this year is struggling in the second half, either the third quarter, the fourth quarter, or both. This 9-point lead, I don't feel comfortable with it one bit. Spurs tattoo? No, I have 0 tattoos. Calvin and Hobbs, there you go. No tattoos. I'm ink master free. That was my mono blocking heart. A lot of people love that mono Ginobili play. I mean, if we're talking about my favorite Spurs play of all time, obviously the Memorial Day Miracle is going to be in the top 3. I remember watching that live as a kid and just going nuts. Just like, wow. That was against Portland, right? Sean Elliott tiptoeing that line, fadeaway 3. Was that the Western Conference Finals, the Memorial Day Miracle? You had to have been if it was around Memorial Day, right? And then we went and played, who was our first championship against? It was the Knicks, right? 98, 99. It's so long, I'm trying to, getting a little old. My memory's evading me. Do you think number 2 will be retired someday for that? Will Kawhi's jersey be retired as a Spur? If we're going based on accomplishments only, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, NBA Finals MVP, probably. But because of what happened with Uncle, I'm not so sure. They're going to try to make the playoffs. Yagi! Cobra Kai all the way, Jesse. Cobra Kai. Nuggets will lead off the third quarter. The rotations, I'm not a fan of some of them. Malongo, not a fan, as usual, but at least we're up by 9. Jokic has been unstoppable tonight, as usual. That pull-up jumper is good by Jeff Green, and it's a 7-point game. You might be right, Joshua. You might be right. Doug McDermott pulls up for a quick 3. That's in and out. Burger Jakob Poeltl with the offensive board. Back out to KBD. Gets it to Derek White. White in the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. Derek White having a fine game. 76-67. The scores are reversed. Bill Landon, Fabrizio Oberto are the announcers for San Antonio tonight. Sean Elliott out again. That's 2 games in a row. Sean Elliott has not called it. Jokic for 3. He missed. A rare miss for Nikola Jokic as he's been burying his 3s tonight. DeJounte Murray out to Doug McDermott. McDermott going to take off, drop it off to KBD. KBD into the paint. The right-handed layup. A beautiful move by KBD, but the shot just wouldn't go in for him. It is Nuggets ball. Barton guarded by Jakob Poeltl. How'd that happen? Again, it's Jokic in the post, guarded by KBD. That's a huge mismatch. Jokic spins right around him and throws up a reverse layup, and it was an air ball. Wow. Alley-oop to DeJounte Murray. Murray can't put it down, but he jumps back up and puts it in. A little too much alley, not enough oop, but it's still an assist and a bucket for DeJounte Murray. Poor man's version of DeAndre Ayton. A lot of Spurs fans want DeAndre Ayton to come to the team. Aaron Gordon in the paint gets fouled, throws it up, and it's good and 1. Channel number again. That could see that coming a mile away. How do you airball a layup? Out of position. 99 versus Knicks. 99 Knicks versus Toronto. Oh, you listen to all teams we have beat. That is fact. Yeah, I remember the Nets. That was the Jason Kidd-led Nets. The Pistons, the Cavs, and then the Heat. Free throw's good. 78-70. 10 minutes to go. DeJounte Murray crosses over, gets it to Jakob. Jakob can't hold on to the pass, and it's taken away by Jokic. Jokic running the fast break, gets it up to Gordon. Gordon in the paint. Loses the ball. It's going to be Nuggets ball. Spurs finally play some transition defense. Something that we definitely struggled on tonight. 9:54 to go in the second quarter. Spurs up by 8. And a reverse layup by Will Barton as he goes baseline is good. 78-72. Favorite player right now is Keldon, but a little worried about his progression this year. McDermott for 3. Doug has looked good tonight. 81-72. Kept Vassell back out there. He'll be back. He'll be back. Devin's really showed me something. His progression this year is, I thought, what we were seeing Keldon. That's a turnover, a steal. KBD running the fast break. And his lack of dribbling slows it up, but he gets it out to Doug McDermott for another 3. That one's no good. Fight for the board. Jakob with the rebound, throws it up, and it's no good. And he's going to get fouled. Why didn't you dunk that? Now you're going to the line. No! Jakob at the line. He's got the ball. Oh, he was not dunking that one. He got grabbed by Jeff Green, and then he flopped. Play the big end of what's going on. Oh my God, in the comment earlier it said I was going to drop to a skinny drop. Are you talking about non-shooting foul? Thank the Lord. Never thought I'd actually say that. That I'm happy it's a non-shooting foul. Spurs ball. Dougie with the ball. Out to KBD. KBD spinning around. Pull-up jumper. I don't know if I want KBD throwing those jumpers up. 8:50 to go in the quarter. And Gordon in the paint with the pass from Jokic. 81-74. Jacques Landale killing it in G League. Go figure. DeJounte Murray pull-up jumper. No good. Put back by Jakob Poeltl is. All right, Jakob. The third quarter, Benji, has been our weakness. We need to turn that around tonight. 8:25 to go. It isn't good enough to be bad at free throws. Gordon misses his own shot, or he misses the shot and puts it back, gets his own miss. Yeah, Jakob Poeltl is not Shaquille O'Neal, so he doesn't get that get out of jail free card. True story. Murray flies by Gordon, passes out to Doug back, and Doug McDermott passes it right to Will Barton, and Derek White's going to immediately foul him to stop the fast break. Bad pass there. Jakob is a fantastic. Aaron Gordon looking like a 70s player. Yeah, he is. I love it. That's not a clear path. Not even close to being a clear path. They're still going to... Are they replaying this? Why? Derek White fouled him, and the player was not past him at all. And that's probably why the replay took like 2 seconds. Yeah, it's not a clear path. I don't know what they were thinking. Kelvin's twisted his ankle against the Knicks. It's clearly a foul before anything happens. It's Nuggets ball. Jokic is complaining about something. I think he wants to clear. Maybe he's complaining he wants the clear path. Dude, Derek White is here, and the offensive player is here when he fouls him. How you want a clear path when you're not? There's no path. Anyway, Nuggets ball. Jokic trying to get into Gordon. Gordon will get the ball, drives on KBD into the paint. The jumper is off the rim, no good. Wants to foul, not going to get it. And then KBD gets fouled by Jeff Green. Frustration foul, maybe? Yeah, Poeltl definitely needs to dunk more. I've been saying that every year he's been here. Yeah, I guess Keldon would be out indefinitely. We don't really have a time frame. Sprained ankle, could be a week, could be 2 weeks, could be 4 weeks. Who the heck knows? Derek White drives baseline, and he either stepped out or got pushed out, and they're going to call a foul on Monte Morris. And the Nuggets look like they're getting frustrated. Nuggets are definitely getting frustrated. All right, Ben, you've been trolling the whole thing, the same thing the whole night. I'm going to have to ask you to kind of chill out with that now. Jacques Landale, 26 points, 8 boards, 3 assists. Joe Wieskamp, 29 and 7. Wow, our young gun just balling out. Kaycock with 16 points and 18 boards. Granted, it's all G League. But still, Jonte into the paint. Pull-up jumper is blocked. Spurs get the ball back, hit it out to KBD for a baseline 3. No good. And Jokic with the defensive board. Gets it up to Aaron Gordon. Gordon looking to take off. Drives right at Doug McDermott. Crosses him over. Out to Morris for 3. No good. Derek White with the rebound. 7 minutes to go. Spurs up 83-76. KBD going back door, and a nice pass from Derek White. Spurs now up by 9. Slam dunk champion, huh? Aldemir, what's up? Americano. I am American. That's me. United States, English. Yes. See? Jokic open at the free throw line. Will pull it up and bounces around a couple times and in. Vikings are killing the Steelers, aren't they? We have a score update. 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Spurs up by 7. Jakob Poeltl into the paint to Derek White. White gets pushed from behind and knocked down. Spurs getting some calls. This game is more tinning the Vikings, who are shutting out the Steelers. God, here it's a bad game, Cowboy X Factor. Last time it was 16-0. Timeout. I don't know if the timeout Nuggets or Spurs, but we got a timeout. Spurs are looking good tonight. On a 2-game losing streak. Now, granted, the Nuggets are absolutely injured left and right. They're missing a ton of players, but they still have Nikola Jokic. I mean, and Aaron Gordon. And I feel the other good players, too. But we'll play this team again Saturday. If we can beat them tonight, that'll give us some confidence. And maybe Spurs fans, we can finish the week 2-2. I said in my last recap, I think we can go 3-1, maybe 2-2. I'll take 2-2 at this moment. I don't want to do my recap Sunday and say we went 1-3. That would suck. 23-0. 23-0. 1955. Wow. What a sucky game. I was going to throw that game on after, not, I was going to call it, but after this, I was going to go into my bedroom and, just kind of watch the last half hour on my TV. I don't know if I need to. Eric, not often. I don't feel like that happens often in the NBA where you play them on like a Thursday night and then you're playing them again on a Saturday. I don't get it. I mean, it's less traveling for the Nuggets, I suppose, if they're going to stay in Texas. They do not. No, you're Cowboy X Factor. You're right with that message. Well, it's gone now. I didn't see the whole message. I know Michael Porter Jr.'s out. Jamal Murray's out. A couple other guys are out. They're really hurting tonight. Man, this new Spider-Man trailer really makes me want to see the new Spider-Man movie. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Isn't it a bit ironic Detroit Lions beat both of them, well, except Pittsburgh since it... Oh, that's right. Detroit beat the Vikings for their first win. Dalvin Cook with 160 yards rushing at halftime? Wow. I don't think he'll finish with 300. I mean, if it's a blowout going to the fourth quarter, he won't even play. But he might get to 200. You made a type spelling error? Oh, that's all right, man. You guys never have to worry about spelling errors as long as we know what you get the gist of it. I mean, how often does TSR mispronounce names? All the time. It's all good. Coming back from the timeout, we're in the third quarter. The Spurs up 85-78. And looking good so far, at least. Looking good, feeling good. You'll be in Houston tomorrow. Alrighty. I will be in Connecticut. We had our first snow last night into this morning. Thankfully, the sun came out and melted most of it. Dalvin Cook is very good. I don't speak the language you're speaking, Eldemir. Vagos Mundo. Hand gestures, basketball popcorn. Derek White with the ball. Out in three-point land. Starts to drive baseline. Kicks it out to KBD. KBD in the paint with the layup. And KBD! And! Oh, what happened? They travel. We had an offensive foul. It's a turnover. What just happened? I don't know what I can't hear the call, but it's not our ball. Spurs are in the bonus with 6 minutes to go. Oh, was it a foul on Jakob Poeltl? No, Poeltl already had 3 fouls. What the heck just happened? What happened? Oh well, Morris down 3. Poeltl with 4 fouls. Offensive foul on Jakob Poeltl. Gordon in the paint. Can't make the shot. It made him partially blocked. Spurs ball. Derek White will bring up the court. Gets it to KBD. KBD in the paint again with the runner. No good. DeJounte Murray with the putback. That is good. And, somebody's down for the Nuggets. Frank Capazzo was out of bounds and was holding his leg. Nuggets are going to call a timeout. He is standing now, so that's good. But Facundo Campazzo shaken up on the play. Shaken but not stirred. All right, Joshua. Angie Rivera. Hola. Yes, they do, Sean. Brizzy, good evening. Campazzo can't see what happened. Oh, he got hit in the face. KBD accidentally looks like maybe poked him in the eye. Yeah, Jakob and his 4 fouls. See, I mean, he always has a rough night against Jokic anyway. Texans and Seahawks on Sunday. Man, the Seahawks not been the same since Russell Wilson got hurt this year, and Houston, the Texans are terrible. Is that the Lakers game, Zachary? Memphis is beating the Lakers by 16? Well, at least it's not a 70-point game. No offense to any OKC fans in the chat. Wow, the Los Angeles Lakers. By the way, I haven't done this in a while. Go Spurs, go! And if you could hit the thumbs up, if you haven't done so, hopefully we can get to, do we have at least 100? We don't even have 100 thumbs up yet. Can we get to 100 thumbs up? Keep the thumbs up train rolling. Get to 110, 120, 130, 130, 140, 140, 150, 150, 160, 160, 170, blah, blah, blah. Okay. David Robinson, say hi to the chat. How's it going? Next time, knock him out? Ouch. Jokic is the best player ever to be in the city of San Antonio. That's why you're a part-time Spurs fan. Because a full-time Spurs fan would not say that. Just saying. Bacon, yeah, they really could be. What's up, Dylan? We're up by 9 right now. An insane one. You know me. I like to troll a little bit. You know what? They haven't, CB, ever since that one of the worst play calls in NFL Super Bowl history. You got Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, right behind you. You're at the 1 yard line. You call a pass? Pass is in pass on winning the championship this year? I was livid when that happened because I hate the Patriots. Dislike the Patriots. And yeah, the Patriots should have one less Super Bowl. Faux sure. They shouldn't be 6-3 in the Super Bowl. They should be 5-4, which is still really good. But wow, what a terrible call. And the refs are playing Bell out, so we have to play the refs and everyone. No, I don't think it's been a Sean. We actually been in the bonus most of the third quarter. I feel like the game's been called fairly even. I don't think the refs have been bailing out the Nuggets here. Robinson or Jokic? I mean, does Jokic have to play in the 90s era where you could actually get fouled? Because I don't know if his game translates as well. They're different eras. I mean, people always like to compare current players against, players from the 80s and 90s, and I'm like, it was a different game. It wasn't a three-point shooting game, and they fouled the crap out of you. So, I mean, I don't know how the players today would translate to that era, and I don't know how the players back then would play in today's era. Campazzo apparently shakes off the eye poke and nails a 3. Whoops, I'm not on my scoreboard. I somehow floated off of it. Drew Eubanks in the paint, throws it up, and the layup will not go. Offensive board by KBD. Double pump, triple pump, quadruple pumps. Misses the shot, but got fouled. It's like he had a shake weight in his hand. You guys remember those? I mean, if you ask me any Spurs player versus any current player that's not a Spur, I'm going to pick the Spur. Well, if you say Malik Rose or Kobe Bryant, I would rather have Kobe Bryant on my team, but KBD misses the first free throw. Now, one thing I will say, if any fan of a team, like if you said, would you rather have Dan Marino or Eli Manning as your quarterback? People would say Dan Marino. Would you rather have what Dan Marino produced with the Dolphins on your team or Eli Manning produced on the Giants for your team? You would pick Eli Manning because you want the 2 rings over great statistics. Just saying. KBD just missed both free throws. Chip, what is happening with these guys in practice? And now foul. I don't know who got Eubanks with the foul, so defensive foul on the Spurs. Non-shooting foul. KB, why are we so bad at free throws this year? I don't get it. I mean, Jakob, I expect it, but the rest of the team? 87-81, 4.5 minutes to go. In the third quarter, Jokic just launches a long 3, maybe too long. No good. Trey Jones with the rebound, trying to go fast break to Drew Eubanks. Thunder dunk of Eubanks! And he pounds that rim. And one. That is one thing I will always say that I love about Drew Eubanks. When he goes up to finish, he finishes hard and strong. You got fouled by... Oh, Jokic actually grabbed him. I don't think he meant to foul him. I think he was just trying not to get hit in the face, but whatever. Free throws good. And Drew's actually a really good free throw shooter. I think he's shooting around 80% this year, which on our team looks like a miracle. Being casual. That's cool. What's up, Butterfly? I do speak NFL. And a steal by KBD. He's taken off for his own fast break. And he gets stripped from behind from Campazzo. It's going to be knocked out of play. Campazzo turns on the Jets, now pleading his case, saying it should be off KBD's leg. I think Denver already used their challenge, though. Let's take a look at the replay. Campazzo with the strip. No, that never touched KBD's leg. As far as from that angle, didn't look like it touched KBD's leg. Lonnie Walker's check-in had a fantastic first half for the Spurs. Drives into the paint, throws it up high off the glass. No, not off the glass, just actually off the rim. No good. The putback, no good. So Lonnie being aggressive to start his start of the third quarter. Hopefully he keeps that going. Will Barton, pull-up jumper over Lonnie. Is an air ball. Gordon gets the air ball, puts it up, and it's going to go in and one. Eubanks with, what is that? Yo, Eubanks house? I don't have a Manu Ginobili jersey. I have two jerseys. I have David Robinson, which is over my right shoulder, Kellen Johnson, which is over my left, and that's it. I'm not a big fan of buying jerseys, especially if a player possibly gets traded, which does, today's era of sports, players do leave teams a lot. And I just, yeah. Derek White off the pick and roll with Drew Eubanks. Tries to get it back to Eubanks and ends up turning the ball over. And then steals it right back out of Frank Campazzo's hands. 6 on the shot clock. And now a whistle. And Campazzo maybe with a foul? It is a close game, Evan. Too close. That's Spurs ball. They're getting a new 20. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. Eubanks. Oh, thank you, Xander. I get it. I was not picking up that was a bank emoji. Derek White way out on three-point land. Austin 3:16 left in the third quarter. Gets it over to Lonnie. Lonnie's going to put it back to Derek. Derek's going to take a three, and Derek's going to make a three. That Lakers game is probably close to being over, right? Oh, they're down 101-90 with 3.5 minutes to go. Never mind, I just saw the score come up. That's a miss for the Nuggets. It's Spurs ball, and now a defensive foul, which means 2 free throws for Derek White. What's up, RY Bread 9? Man, Jokic is playing well, but he needs some help. You guys are missing so many players. Porter Jr. out, Murray out, a few other guys out. I think if your whole arsenal was here, we would be in a lot of trouble, to be honest, but thankfully they're not. Thankfully. I'd rather your team be at full strength. I don't want any excuses. I want the best of my team to be playing the best of your team. Derek White's first free throw is going to rattle around and go in, back to a 10-point lead. The Spurs, I believe, are second worst free throw shooting in the NBA. Welcome back, Phil. We're maintaining the lead. It's been back and forth, but the Spurs are keeping it around 7-10, which is, every time they get pushed, they push back a little bit. Exactly, Evan. I've been saying that too. Every time I do my recaps and Derek plays well, or in a game he plays well, he missed a free throw. Because that's what we do. We miss free throws as a team. I want Derek to prove us all wrong and show us that he deserves that contract extension that he got. And for some folks were saying the refs were maybe biased towards the Nuggets. We have twice as many free throws as the Nuggets. That's a miss for Bones! Sorry. White with the ball right now into the paint. Over to Lonnie Walker. El Quattro wide open for three. In and out, Burger. Lonnie had plenty of time to line that one up. Devin Vassell is checked back in the game, and he will immediately foul Gordon. Runs over to the ref, pleading his case. Doesn't matter. There's going to be 2 fouls. I can't see the stats, David, while I'm watching the game. I do the stats at half court and at the end of the halftime and at the end of the game, but I can't see the stats unless I leave the game or leave the app. The rim is not nice to Lonnie, right? For Spurs, yes, Marvin. We've regressed so poorly on free throw shooting. I don't know why this year. I mean, Kelman's shooting like 63% from the line, and he's been normally, 75 to 80 his last 2 seasons? He's taken a massive step backwards. DeJounte struggled from the line this year. I believe he's shooting around 70%, normally a 75 to 80% shooter. Jakob has, granted he's a bad free throw shooter, but he's regressed a ton, going from 50% down to around 30%. I don't get it. I don't get all the missed free throws. 94-85, 2:24 to go. Aaron Gordon at the line for one more. And it's good. 8-point game. Exactly. I hope the Giants... I'm still waiting for the New York Giants to prove me wrong at some point about anything. Because they've been so bad for the last decade. Oh, Drew Eubanks tries to get to Devin Vassell, gets stripped. And a fast break layup for Davon Reed. Bad pass, and it's now a 6-point game. Eubanks a little sleepy on his pass, or just a great read by Davon, anticipating the passing lane. You got Trey Jones and DeJounte Murray on the court at the same time, and now a turnover by DeJounte. What are we doing? Bones with a fast break. Are we just seriously? Can you wake up a little bit with your passes and not pass it to Denver? Because Did our players go colorblind all of a sudden? Devin Vassell takes a three. Good! Welcome back, Devin Vassell. Good to see you. We needed that three after two sloppy turnovers that led to two fast breaks. A three down the other end is no good. Now the ball will go over the backboard. JaMychal Green misses the three. Back-to-back turnovers. Back-to-back turnovers. You can't keep doing that against a good team like the Nuggets. 97-70, 1:21 to go. Devin has really impressed us. I think most Spurs fans. And I think it's really, you got to be looking at Devin Vassell and saying, some people want him to start over Derek White. I don't think the Spurs are ready to do that, but he might become option number one off the bench sooner than later. DeJounte out in three-point land getting harassed. The ball gets stripped. It's going to go out of play, and it'll stay with San Antonio. Man, Spurs having trouble holding on to the ball. Wait, is that on the Spurs? Is that another turnover? Oh, my Atlanta, it's another turnover. Sweet baby Jesus, what's happening? 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions? Inconceivable. Bones, blocked by Drew Eubanks. No. Bones took it to the rim, and Drew Eubanks said, not today, not my house, buddy. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Devin Vassell out in three-point land, gets it into Drew Eubanks. Eubanks in the paint. Out to DeJounte Murray, back to Devin. Devin's going to take the three. That's a good, but Trey Jones skies for the rebound. Pops it out to DeJounte Murray. DeJounte will drain the three. DeJounte shooting his three's pretty nice. Is Denver on a back-to-back, Don? I did not know that. They're going to be gassed. Well, they might be tired in the fourth quarter as Trey Jones gets... Is that an offensive foul on Zeke? It is. I didn't know they were on a back-to-back. So that should help the Spurs. The Lakers lost to the Grizzlies. My heart bleeds, Asia. It always hurts me right here when the Lakers lose. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. And their bandwagon fan base. Because nobody cared about the Lakers 2 years ago. They won a title. Woo, we all love the Lakers. 18 seconds to go. I said it. I'm just joking around. 100-90. Where am I? DeJounte out in three-point land. 10 seconds to go in. Oh, Drew Eubanks just fell down. And it's not going to get a foul. And an air ball three by DeJounte. Oh, boy. Yes, the Princess Bride. You got it. Bones into the paint. Throws it up. No good. And that's going to end the quarter. Fourth quarter. Spurs actually had a good third quarter. Now, Nuggets fans, the game is not over. Spurs fans, we've seen it all too often. We've seen us either lose leads in the third or fourth quarter. So I will not feel good until I say FIN, which means finish, on the scoreboard. We got 12 more minutes of play. This is still a very dangerous Nuggets team, even without a lot of players. But they are at a back-to-back, which I didn't know, and an overtime back-to-back. So we have a young team. Spurs got to keep the pedal to the metal in the fourth quarter. I am definitely not a Lakers fan. Not a Lakers fan at all. Nice CV. Kelvin sprained his ankle. He is out indefinitely. TSR fan. How do you change your channel name so much? I didn't know you could do that. No, we did not, Sarah. Finally, we're starting to get some folks in here. Can we get to 150 thumbs up? We got enough. Come on. 150 of these. 150. Put a 1 in front of this. That's what we need. There you go. Don't do it for me. Do it for David. I don't know. Yes, they did. My dislike for the Lakers, it's actually not really the Lakers, it's LeBron. It's the ring-chasing, jumping super team concept, which I understand why players do it, but I don't like it. And when you see a bunch of all-stars, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Davis all trying to build the super team, and it's backfiring, I think that most fans are going to enjoy that, see that not work. Because I don't know. I've always been a fan of building a championship team over buying a championship team. As a San Antonio Spurs fan, David Robinson, drafted by the Spurs. Tim Duncan, yes, we got lucky. Maybe we tanked a little at 96, 97. We weren't going anywhere anyway. David Robinson had 2 big injuries, so they probably sat him down saying, just wait till next year, big guy. Tim Duncan drafted by the team. Tony Parker drafted by the team. Manu Ginobili drafted by the team. If this team becomes something at some point, Keldon Johnson, DeJounte Murray, Devin Vassell, Josh Primo, all drafted by the team. I want to see players start their career with my team and finish their career with my team. Maybe I'm old school like that. There's my rant. What's up, Nintendo Lego NBA fan? Did someone say, we did. I am from Massachusetts, Western Mass, West Side. Now reside in Connecticut. I lived in Mass for 30 years, Virginia for 10, and Connecticut for 4. That's my up and down. Spurs outscored the Nuggets by 8 in the first, 1 point in the second, and 1 point in the third. Well, let's score them by 1 point in the fourth, and we'll be good to go. Spurs will start out the fourth quarter with the ball. Devin, DeJounte, Lonnie, Trey, and Drew. Wow. That's a small lineup, but that's what we're used to, right? Devin takes a mile-long three, front rim, no good. I'm not sure why he launched. Oh, shot clock was running down. All right, well, we got to set up a better play than that. Campazzo had the ball. I like saying his name. Bones now with the ball. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line is no good. DeJounte with the rebound. What a great nickname. Bones! It was also a TV show I never watched. I think I saw 3 episodes with an ex-girlfriend, maybe 3. She loved the show. Couldn't tell you one thing about it. It was a police detective show. Trey Jones out to Lonnie Walker, open for 3, and he will make the 3. What's up, Milos Vlogs? Paulo J, I still don't want Ben Simmons. Still don't want him. Thank you, Madwell. This is my last stream of the week. The Spurs do play the Nuggets again on Saturday. I am watching the UFC that night, so I'm taking the night off. But I'll be doing a double header on Sunday, as that's a missed 3 by JaMychal Green. Calling my New York Giants from 4 to 7. Lonnie Walker drives by everybody but gets rejected from behind by Zeke Naji. Giants from 4 to 7, and then the Pelicans and the Spurs from 7 to 9. Bones for 3 hits his number. So Sunday's going to be a long afternoon. Why I choose the Spurs? David Robinson. I grew up in a New York household. That's why I'm a Giants and Yankees fan. Nobody was an NBA fan. Just looked into the NBA and discovered David Robinson and something about him, something about him made me want to follow him and became a Spurs fan. That's a turnover by Trey Jones and now a quick foul by Drew Eubanks to stop the Denver Nuggets to get off and running. It's not a clear path foul. If we get Simmons without gutting the team, who would you be open to? Yes, but in reading I agree with you on that, Rich. The Warriors and Suns are proving that, and they don't have a super team, and they're out. Yes. And you know what? I didn't like it when Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors, but what they're doing now, just naturally building something again, I do like that. Milwaukee Bucks winning a championship with Giannis, where he could have left. That I love what Giannis did last year. I had so much respect for him staying home and winning a title. Ben Simmons on the Spurs. Campazzo for 3, and then Pop might be calling a timeout because the Nuggets have cut the lead pretty much in half, right? Weren't we up by 13? I forget. It's a 7-point game now. 103-96, 9.5 minutes to go in the game. I think Philly wants a whole ton for Ben Simmons. If DeJounte Murray back to Drew Eubanks, it's going to go out of play, and that's another turnover for the Spurs. We've had a lot of turnovers lately. Too many turnovers. I would take Ben Simmons if it was for Lonnie Walker and Thaddeus Young. It would. No offense to Lonnie. Maybe Derek White and Thaddeus Young. I'm not giving away one of my key pieces like Devin Vassell, DeJounte Murray. And that's a block by Block-up Pirtle. 103-96 ball out of play. Campazzo trying to take it at the big man, and Block-up said, come on, man, I'm a foot taller than you. The Giants are terrible, but they're my team. And I will continue to call the New York Giants. I'm having fun doing it. The streams are growing a little bit. The first stream had 1,000 views. Second stream had 1,400. That's not a ton. But for me, for NFL, considering I haven't really covered the Giants much, really the 3 years I've had the channel, minus a huge tirade with Daniel Jones being drafted, I still love the team, and I'll watch the games. 8 on the shot clock, 9 minutes to go. 103-96. Monte Morris takes off, pulls up. No, he passed it out to Campazzo, and Campazzo launches an air ball. That's a shot clock violation. Yep, shot clock violation. Yeah, exactly, Asia, and that's not going to happen. Halle, what's up? Spurs, I don't know what that means. I like the Sunday there, though. Ornico. They might, Joshua. Good evening, Galaxy. One Delish. What's up? Go Spurs, go. Ewan, how you doing? I'll never give Derek White for Ben Simmons. The Spurs won't either. Then myself fakes a three, takes a three, and front rims a three. I'm just throwing like possible trades out there. I really don't want Ben Simmons because he's a headache. It is Nuggets ball, only down by 7. Spurs have led by as many, I think, 15 in the game. Monty Morris takes it off into the paint. He gets blocked by Pirtle again. DeJounte Murray will bring it up for the Spurs. Spurs got numbers. Get it to Lonnie Walker. Walker in the paint. Throws up the layup. And the Spurs back up by 9. The block of Pirtle with 2 blocks in this quarter. Lonnie with 19. I think his season high is 20. Monty Morris looking for a pick and roll. Way out in three-point land, guarded by DeJounte Murray. Another pick and roll. And he'll kick it back to JaMychal Green for 3, and ouch from the couch. Ben Simmons wants to go on LA. Who did the Giants pass to pick Daniel Jones? I don't remember who we passed up on. We passed up on Josh Allen, the defensive player. El Quattro with the ball into the paint to Jakob. Jakob with a little jumper. Off the glass. It's good. I can't remember the last time I saw Jakob dunk. 7.5 minutes to go. Lobster wins. Good evening, channel member. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's been a good game. The Giants do have nice helmets. And another three-point attempt. Bounces around and finally goes in for JaMychal Green. And now the Nuggets are only down by 5. And Pop's calling a timeout. And he is fired up. Pop looks P-I to the double S-E-D'd off. Wow. Imagine what our free throw percentage would be with... Well, that's one reason I wouldn't want him. He's an atrocious free throw shooter. Absolutely atrocious. Sella Hutton, good evening. Sabonis makes sense for the Spurs? Could. I just don't see us trading. And all honestly, we never trade. Thaddeus Young is the only person I think that's leaving, and we're not getting Miles Turner or Sabonis for him. Unless we package a pick, and I don't think they want. Pacers are going to rebuild. They don't want 33-year-old Thaddeus Young. Calvin, we just went to commercial. Just went to commercial. Zos TV, good evening. What more players say? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, CB. Hard no. I agree. Tracy, good evening. Go Spurs, go. As a matter of fact, even though it's only a 5-point lead, still, go Spurs, go. And we have some people coming in, David, so say hi to the group. Hey, how's it going? Alrighty. JaMychal Green's a former Spur, is he? Did he play for us? Danny Green was. He could be. And we have a lot of players that spend a year or two here and then leave. Polo J, I mean, okay. Don Adams, which, us or the Nuggets? The Puzzy Cats, a lot of people certainly would like Devin Vassell to start over Derek White and have Derek lead the bench. I wouldn't be opposed to that. We have seen the Derek and DeJounte backcourt do some great things, but we've also seen one of them disappear at times. Devin does give us a little more size. I believe he's 6'7". Depending on the website you look at, I believe most sites say he's 6'7". He's also going to give us more length than Derek. I don't think it's a big loss in offense. As far as creating plays for other players, Derek is much better than Devin, but that's what we have DeJounte out there for. He's our point guard. So definitely not opposed to Derek being the first guy off the bench as a sixth man. Being a sixth man worked out pretty good for Manu Ginobili, did it not? I do think this is Pop's last year with the Spurs. I think he's just going to get the record. Might get it by just a little bit, maybe by a few. I think the Spurs will win about 30 games this year. I hope they prove me wrong and win north of that. My original prediction was 32 to 36. I think he gets the record this year. Called it a day. Dunk of Pirtle, not enough. Oh, was he on the main roster in 2015? I don't even remember him. We did draft him. I did know that. Oh, well. How quickly I forgot. How quickly we forget. Derek is better than Devin for now. I do think Devin has a higher ceiling overall, especially if he keeps improving like he has from last year to this year and improves next year. Hopefully he has a higher ceiling, because I do think, with all due respect, Derek White hit his ceiling. I think his ceiling's from the bubble 18-5-5. Lonnie Walker falls down, does get the ball to Jakob Pirtle. Derek with it right now. He heard us talking about him into the paint. Out to KBD, and it's going to be deflected out of play by Monte Morris. Spurs ball, 8 on the shot clock, 7:04 left in the game, 107-102. Was he undrafted? I don't remember. I don't think DJ has scored 30 points, Robert. I think DJ's career high is 29. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I don't think he has broke 30. Marcus All played in Spain. Yes, he did. And Doug McDermott with the jumper. Dougie checking back in for San Antonio. Julian, thanks for coming in at all. If you guys come in late, there's no coming late. They're just, if you're hanging out, I appreciate you. Whether you're here for 1 minute, 10 minutes, or the whole darn game, which I think some people sometimes do. Very impressive. Jokic back in the game. The runner in the paint, no good. And Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. 109-102, 6.5 minutes left. El Quattro, a nice crossover, takes off, throws up a runner off the glass, and Lonnie Walker has a season high, I believe. That's now 21 points for Lonnie. Oh, I hope he turns his season around. I really do. I would like to see him back next year, even though we have a million guards. The San Antonio guards, right? Monte Morris putting on a dribbling clinic against Doug McDermott. Gets it to Jokic. Jokic starts to drive, gets into the paint, gets by everybody, and throws up the left-handed layup. Does Jokic not dunk? He had a clear pass to the basket. He could have easily threw that down with 2 hands. Lonnie's definitely had 30. But, I mean, this season, I think his season high is 20. Yak with the runner in the paint, no good. I don't know if I really want to see that. Jokic, 22, 11, and 8. 2 assists short of a triple-dub. Jokic thinks about a 3, pulls it down. Now backing up Jakob Poeltl, backing up now on the post. Gets double-teamed. Kicks it out for 3, and that 3 is no good by Monte Morris. Spurs ball. Derek is 27. Derek into the paint, throws that up, and over Jokic for a layup. Spurs back up by 9. Jokic is a bad dunker. Okay, sir. And timeout Nuggets, 5:27 to go. Sorry, did have 31 against the Bucks. Lonnie boggles me. For whatever reason, one night he seems like a well-polished player with enough confidence. The next he checks out like it's, man, get it. Yeah. They just went to a commercial break. I can't see the clock anymore, Francisco. I don't even remember what I just said for time. Was it like 6.5 minutes? Mono future head coach. I would love that, but I don't. I got to feel like Becky is it. He is playing in Spain. Okay. Go Spurs, go. Dang! Yes, Bunny Girl, this is a close game. But it's been a good one. It's been a good game. The Nuggets coming off a back-to-back, played in overtime last night, so they had that going against them. The Spurs on a 2-game losing streak. I really hope we can turn this week around, win tonight, maybe win Saturday to make a 2-2 week. And if the Spurs are 500 for the rest of the year, honestly, I'd be fine with that because that means they're playing to the best of their ability that they have on the team. Still probably get a lottery pick, but they would still be fun to watch because they win some games. If they play over 500, then that's great. Obviously, I'd love to see that. I just don't think we have enough to do that. I think we'll be more of a 500 team for the rest of the year. And if they're 500 the rest of the year, that also means Pop gets the record, no doubt. 532. Really? 532? Oh, okay. Marvin, I don't know what we're going to do at Lonnie. He's not under contract, so that could make him hard to trade. When you trade for a player, if it's a player you want to keep with the organization, you generally like to have, 2 or 3 years left on that contract. Well, Mono brought the Euro step to the NBA. Don, actually, wouldn't Luka be the biggest disappointment? 19th overall pick, only lasted 2 years with the team. I would say Salic was the biggest one. Now what's going on? Thank you for stopping in, channel supporter. Thank you for being here. Last Jedi is also in the house. Poppy, good evening. Sign and trade, possible. They did that with DeMar DeRozan. Always a possibility. I don't know. It's still early in the season. Derek just started turning the season around quite a bit. Maybe Lonnie can do so as well. I became a Jokic fan when he elbowed that bully Mar. I did like that. You know what? If there's any Nuggets fans still in here, I got to say, it's 5:27 left in the game. I loved it when Jokic, after he got fouled by Morris, didn't take any crap and threw the people's elbow at him. I was like, good on you, man. Good on you. Don't let people bully you. Pop needs, we have 8 wins. He needed 26 for the record, so he needs 18 more wins, I believe. So if they win tonight, that's 17. My birthday, I've actually never given out butterfly. I've never given it out on the channel. I will never do a birthday stream. No offense to anybody does it. I feel that's really tacky. You should be spending time with family and friends, not on YouTube. It's just my 2 cents. Jokic with a pull-up jumper, no good. Thank you for asking, but I'll never put it out there. That's just me. DeJounte Murray to the post, out to Derek White. Derek in a drive, throws it high, a mile high off the glass. And that thing somehow, gravity was our friend on that one. The Spurs up by double digits, under 5 minutes to go, 115 to 104. Derek with 23, 6, and 4, having a nice balanced night. Barton with a corner three. Shuts me up, though, and brings it back down to an 8-point game. Luka Doncic does play for the Mavs, but Luka Samanic, our 19th overall pick, plays for the Knicks. Derek White for three. In and out burger. And the Nuggets trying to go fast break where the Spurs get back in transition defense as Will Barton released. Barton starting to drive into the paint. And throws it to DeJounte Murray, who's not on the Denver Nuggets. DeJounte running his own fast break, loses the ball. We may have I think we're going to get a foul. Are the Bears or Giants the worst? Yes. I'm just going to start saying happy birthday every day now. I'll get it right someday. Well, that's awesome. What's up, Meditation Journey? Bunny. Luka Samanic has been killing it in the G League for the Knicks. What if Jokic became free agent and takes it? Well, of course I'd love to have Jokic on the Spurs. Who wouldn't want Jokic on their team? DeJounte is at the line for two. The first one's good. Phil, you're gonna have to be rooting for me because I won't be able to watch the game or see the game as I'll be watching the UFC that night. We missed another free throw. Fast break points for the Spurs, 19-12 for the Nuggets. 7-point differentials, almost a differential in the game score. 4 minutes to go. It is Denver ball. Will Barton into Jokic. Jokic guarded by Jakob. Jokic backing up Jakob, backing him up now to the post, and now a whistle. Yeah, that's got to be on Jakob. Yeah. Rick, what's up? Go Spurs, go. What's up, We Live fam? Channel member, thank you for being here. Would have been winning by more if we had played Landale. Man, Jock Landale went nuts in Austin tonight. Meditation Journey. So do I. What's up, Andrew? Nelson, I'm a fan of the United States Women's National Team. Asterisk. I'm a fan of the U.S. Women's National Team when Kristen Press is with them. She's my favorite player by far. And with her taking off time right now for just, personal health issues, I haven't been covering them, but I will probably cover a little bit here and there. More so, I like covering them in the summer. Right now, I've got the NFL and NBA going full force, and it doesn't leave a lot of time. Plus, my music channel where I'm trying to upload at least 2 music videos a week. Monty Morris with the runner, by the way. 3:40 to go. 7-point game. 116-109. Please hit that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. It does help the channel. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. We're at 158. Let's get that number to 200. As Jakob Poeltl into the paint, makes the bucket, and none. You'll see. Trust me. Favorite football player right now? I want to say Saquon Barkley, but he hasn't been the same. I want to say Daniel Jones, but he's always hurt. I don't know if I have a favorite football player right now. My favorite team is the New York Giants. I'll openly admit that, as embarrassing as it is lately. I don't think I have a favorite player. You know what? Who my favorite player to watch is? My favorite player to watch in the NFL is Rob Gronkowski. I will say that. He's not a New York Giant, but he's just fun to watch. And Jeff Green is just fouled out. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Eh. Oh my Atlanta, he made a free throw. Sweet baby Jesus. It was and one. Jakob Poeltl just made a free throw, and the Nuggets are calling a timeout because they don't know what to do about it. They're like, Jakob Poeltl, he hit a free throw. What's that mean? What's that? What does that mean? What's up, Jim Sox? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. Jacques finished with 26 points in 29 minutes. I do not watch MLS. Yeah, Gronk's probably my favorite player to watch. My favorite Giants player is Tony. Kadarius Toney. I'm a Players fan for the NFL to support all my boys in the NFL. Oh, okay. Up by 10, and yes, he hit a free throw. Phil McConkey, you're going back to the 80s. Nice. Yes, the current. Not only the Spurs made a free throw, Jakob Pertl made a free throw. What's he, 1 of 3 from the line tonight, or 1 of, I don't know. Yeah, I do have a soft spot for Gronk. Just, I mean, he did, just makes me think of the Hulk. Gronk big, Gronk smash. I don't know. What's up next for the San Antonio Spurs? They play the Denver Nuggets Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Once again, I want to give a heads up, and I'll put it in the community notes Saturday. I'm not calling the game. I'm watching the UFC. Watching the UFC with a buddy. I'm going to have my priorities straight. But I'll be back for the Spurs Sundays. I'm doing a double header. The Giants versus the Chargers at 4, and then the Spurs and Pelicans at 7. I expect the Giants to be down by about 21 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, so I'll probably have to end that stream early. Nets ball, 3.5 minutes to go. Jokic does have a triple-double, 22, 13, and 10. Jokic out to Campazzo, back to Jokic, 10 on the shot clock, back to Campazzo. Campazzo out to, who dat? Monte Morris, sorry. Morris throws it out of play. It's deflected. It's going to stay with the Nuggets. 2.7 seconds on the shot clock. What's up, Scorpion? It's a Scorpio King. Favorite NBA player right now? Oh, as Spurs ball. The San Antonio Spurs are my favorite NBA player. All of them. Whether I'm cheering for them or saying they're playing bad. All of them. Just the whole roster. There we go. I do have a Cullen Johnson jersey, though, which you can see in the back. Jakob out to DeJounte Murray. Murray crosses over, gets into the paint, throws up a layup, and that is a 12-point lead for the Spurs with under 3 minutes to go. What's up, E? Absolutely. Yes, thank you, Phil. Smash that like. I'll keep it. I thought you could only change your channel names 3 times like in 90 days. Oof, Gordon runs over Derek White. And that's an offensive foul. Derek White, one of the best players in the NBA. Not best guards, best players at the NBA taking offensive charges. It's a pretty good acting job too, maybe. But he got the foul on Aaron Gordon. And it's Spurs ball, 2:36 to go, up by 12. Spurs looking to put the dagger in the Nuggets here in the next minute. Thank you for the stats, Marvin. Jax Quirty, good evening. Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Gordon did not like that call. DeJounte, runner in the paint. Is that the dagger? 14 points. Is that the dagger with 2:22 to go? Channeling his inner Ginobili. Barton out to Campazzo. Back to Barton. Thinks about a 3. Pulls it down. Takes off. Now guarded by Jakob Pertl. 2 minutes to go. Barton, step back 3 over Jakob Pertl. Difficult shot. In and out, Berger. And I think my friend... No, I'm not going to say anything. Just going to watch the game and call the game. DeJounte way out in three-point land. Launches a 3. Off the rim, no good. Barton with the rebound. That would have been the dagger for sure if that went in. Nuggets run out of time. Campazzo drives by the whole Spurs defense. They kick it out, go around the world. Barton for 3, no good. Jakob with the rebound, and the Nuggets are now just running out of time. Whew. Oh, Lawrence Taylor was a beast for sure. Oh my goodness. My opinion, the greatest defensive player that ever played the game. Now I'm biased. Spurs turn the ball over though. Campazzo running the fast break. Bounce pass to Barton, and Barton slows it up, and now it's stolen from Derek White. White's going to run. Nope. Never mind. Gordon was back in transition. Never mind. I thought Derek White was going to run a fast break. Aaron Gordon was still back waiting for him. But the Spurs up by 14 with a minute to go. Derek White pick and roll into the paint. Out to DeJounte Murray, baseline 3. That's in and out, Berger. Well, DeJounte, 3's not falling down anymore. And the Nuggets just aren't going to have enough time. Gordon getting harassed by DeJounte Murray on defense. Pulls up for 3. Air ball and a foul on DeJounte. 43 seconds to go. Got destroyed by the Knicks and win against the Nuggets. And the Nuggets are missing a lot of guys, but you know what? A win's a win, and I'll take it. Yeah, Brandon, it is safe to say, yes, we got this one. You're right. We got this. David, how you feeling about it? Feeling pretty good. Yeah. All right. It does feel good to get back on the winning side of things against a good team. I think, did the Nuggets fall under 500 with this loss? Man, that team, I mean, I thought they'd be a top 5 team in the Western Conference, but injuries are really messing them up right now. Out rebounded them by 20. Did we really? Spurs play Saturday night, a long homestand. They play the Nuggets again. They play at 8:30 Eastern. I won't be able to call the game. I'm watching the UFC that night. Then the Spurs play the Pelicans on Sunday. I will be calling that game 7 p.m. Eastern. Still a good win for the Spurs. We'll take it. Jokic played. He had a triple-double butterfly. He played fantastic. I'm not playing Thad is because of his comments recently. Tony, I wouldn't play him either, to be honest with you. If somebody said what he said, it was nothing bad. Like, Josh Primo going to get 43 seconds. Woo! Yeah. Thank you, Workforce Planner. In all seriousness, Nuggets fans, thank you for hanging out. Good game. You guys fought us tough. You're coming off a back-to-back overtime game. He missed the free throw intentionally. Jakob with the rebound, and the Spurs are going to beat the Denver Nuggets tonight. They're up 123 to 111, 35 seconds to go. Trey Jones just dribbling the ball out, and the Spurs aren't even going to run a play. Oh, yes, they are. No, they're not. Drew Eubanks came up for a screen, and Trey Jones is going to dribble it out. 4 on the shot clock, 3. Okay, that's cool. I expect the Nuggets to do the same. 17 seconds left. The Nuggets can just take it across half court and just dribble it out. Nuggets will kill us next time. I hope not. I hope not. Well, next time is Saturday. Yep, Capazzo's just going to dribble it out. That's cool. I like it when teams, when the game is over, don't try to do anything stupid. Yeah, let's get to the game stats. Spurs are going to win 123 to 111, 3-2-1 game. My friends, if you get the thumbs up on the way out, would appreciate you. I'll go over some stats as the Spurs have a good second half. And if you're new to the channel, by the way, I call most Spurs games and do Spurs videos, but I also call the New York Giants, New York Yankees I'll do next year. And let's just get to the stats. Occasionally, I just want to ask them. Anyway, Aaron Gordon finished with 25 points. Jeff Green with 4. Nikola Jokic with 22, 13, and 10. Will Barton with 19. Will Barton still had a good game. Monte Morris with 13. So the starting lineup was very strong for the Denver Nuggets. Jeff Green had a rough night. Off the bench, Facundo Campazzo with 12. Bones Highland with 5. Devon Reed with 2. Davon. JaMychal Green with 9. Zeke, Nanji, Marcus Howard, Peter Cornholio with 0. But the last two got Marcus and Peter played 25 seconds. I mean, they just got pure garbage time. For the San Antonio Spurs, let's pull up some statistics for them. KBD with 7 and 9. Well, he's only 3 of 8 from the field, but still, whatever. Doug McDermott with a very solid 17 points. Jakob Poeltl with 9, 9, and 7. Just short of a triple-double. Derek White with 23, 6, and 4. DeJounte Murray with 28 and 9. So we had 2 players just short of a triple-double, and Nikola Jokic did have a triple-double. Imagine if we had 3 players with triple-doubles tonight. Lonnie Walker with arguably one of his best games of the season with 21 points. Bryn Forbes with 3. Drew Eubanks with 14. Devin Vassell with 9. Nice to see Devin back. And then Trey Jones, Thaddeus Young, Josh Primo all with 0. Trey played 12 minutes, and he did have 5 assists. Got that going for him. Thaddeus Young played a minute 22. I don't think he's going to be happy about that. Cornholio getting paid to hang out on the bench. I don't know how to say his name. I went with Cornholio. I'm sorry. That was a good win, though. This one improves our standings from 12th spot to 12th spot in the West. Sweet. I hate when something like this happens, like Gordon, a disappointment exploded when he played. Yeah, players are going to have their big games. Who'd you rather have in your team, Jokic or Curry? 2 very different players. Steph Curry's got his team to the best record in the NBA, so right now I would say Steph Curry, to be honest with you. But Jokic is still, obviously a great player. And yes, Jacques Landale went nuts in the G League tonight. So my friends, this just felt like good. We're 11 thumbs up short of 200. If y'all could help me out and get to 200 before, just get me to 200 as we wrap up the stream. Nice to see the Spurs get a win. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll be back Sunday with a doubleheader from 4 to 7:30 Eastern. Giants, Chargers, Spurs, Pelicans. Oh, boy. But I'll try to do a Spurs video either tomorrow or Saturday, so I'm not content-free for the next few days. All right, my friends. That will do it. Little Go Spurs Go. Little David Robinson. Little Triple H. Because why not? What you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!